Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to our channel. This is afternoon tea. You know, we Brits, we love our tea so much. We don't play with our tea. So we're having afternoon tea today. Happy weekend, guys. How's everyone doing? I hope you're well. Happy weekend. Welcome. If you can hear me, yes, I am quite live and direct here. Yes, I want to do politics today. Nigeria politics. Welcome. Give us a thumbs up. Welcome. The things that we hear about Nigeria in the news and on social media, I don't listen to Nigerian news, but I do follow the blogs, and some of the things that they report are just, they are incredible, and they're just perpetuous. I don't even know I don't know the Oyibo that I can use. Hmm? Gift, thank you very much. Welcome. The kind of things that we hear about leadership in Nigeria. Ogbasuru. I don't even know how it is possible for a country to even function like this. I mean, the fact that Nigeria is still standing as a nation is a miracle. So God loves us as a people, honestly. Because there are some nations across the world that have not been through half or even a third of what Nigeria has been through, and they are not standing anymore. But Nigeria is the gift that keeps giving. My goodness. Corruption in Nigeria is deep, is embedded in the culture all across boards. And at this stage, sorry, I usually am very optimistic about Nigeria. I want to keep my hope alive. But I'm asking myself over and over again, when is this going to end? Will this ever end? Or we just have to suck it up and get on with it? I don't know. Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome. Natu, how are you, darling? I hope you're feeling better. You still in your bed, yeah? Okay. Just stay cozying up there, my darling, and be listening, yeah? Welcome, everybody. Vivi, how are you? Good morning. Good afternoon. It's afternoon here in the UK. It's 2:17 p.m. and we're having afternoon tea. You know, we Brits, we love our tea. You know, they play with our tea and coffee. So we're having afternoon tea, and I really want to talk about this because it makes me sick to my stomach. So this afternoon, I'm talking about the former governor of Kogi State called Yahaya Bello. I'm sure you all know him. He and Dino Melaye were. If you don't know him, you know Dino. There's nobody that doesn't know Dino. Dino is like the most. Is like an influencer politician. So this is quite sad for the people of Kogi State, and I don't know how these politicians sleep at night. I don't know. How do these people sleep at night? Knowing that they've left their own people so impoverished, they've left their own people so broke. Money that is meant for development of the state, paying salaries to civil servants, constructing roads, funding education, hospitals, empowering the youth, creating employment. These politicians just come and divert it to their own personal pockets. And they usually walk away. They walk away. So at this point, I'm just wondering, this dream that we have about one day, you know, Martin Luther King had a dream about America. I have a dream. Some of us have a dream about Nigeria. We have a dream that someday Nigeria will be the nation that we hope that our children can actually return to with pride. Is a country that we will be proud of. We'll hold our head up and say, you know what? This is my country and I'm proudly Nigeria. But how is this is this ever gonna be possible? How do they sleep at night? So we heard the news over the week that Yahaya Bello, EFCC is Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the same people that arrested Bobrisky and sent him to prison. They are looking for Yahaya Bello. And they said that Yahaya Bello stole 80.2 billion naira. So usually when things like this are announced on social media, you already know that if they're announcing that they stole 80 billion, they probably stole like three times that amount. Oh my God. Slim Shade said, Auntie B, the politicians sleep well because they know Nigerians will do absolutely nothing about it. They do sleep well. Oh, where is their heart? Do they even have hearts? Do they have a heart? Or is it that they sold their heart to the devil before becoming elected officers? Because we are talking about elected public, when I say public servants. These are posts. He was a governor. He was voted to become a governor. And I understand at the time when Yahaya first became governor, he was the youngest governor in Nigeria. He was only 40 years old. 40 years. You know how we're always making noise? Give the youth a chance. All this old politician, you've stolen enough. You've been there since I was born. Now I'm old. So I think a lot of Nigerian youth had hopes that at least a 40-year-old is becoming a governor. Maybe these old and tired politicians are finally moving aside. Lala said, Auntie B, these animals sleep well with zero care. As long as their family is okay, they are good. Ah, Jesus. Ah, Nigeria. 80 billion naira. One politician. And I happen to know Kogi State because it's very close to the side of Edo State that I come from. So I know Kogi State very well. I know Lokoja, which is the state capital. I know Kene and all those places. Kogi used to be in Kwara State. It was when the states were divided, when they added more states, that they now cut off Kogi from Kwara. I don't even know whether they were better off when they were in Kwara, because since that state was created, similar to a lot of states in Nigeria, we're only talking about Kogi State today because EFCC are looking for Yahaya Bello. But this is very, very common across Nigeria. It's not something that is, Rirueri. Nah. Adeola said even the present Kogi governor is presenting him because it's very sad and unbelievable. Yeah, because what they usually do when they've stolen enough, mhm, they will now carefully select a puppet that they can put there to protect them so that they will not be tried, so that they will not look into the books and say, you know. So they will put someone there and they will do everything within their power to make sure that their candidate wins. So when the current governor, I don't know what his name is, was sworn in, I heard him saying that whatever instructions he gives, and Yahaya Bello gives instruction, they should ignore his own and take Yahaya's own. Because it's like he's a godfather now, isn't he? Yeah, that's what they do all across Nigeria. Lagos, they do it. Edo State, they tried. They do it across Nigeria. A candidate that was elected as a governor of a state is able to milk the state of 80 billion. And let me tell you something. Most of the states in Nigeria, most of the states in Nigeria, they don't generate much income. They don't have much revenue. It's only a handful of states like Lagos, rivers, Delta, where they actually have mineral resources, they have companies, that pay taxes and things like that. Most of these states like Kogi, they don't generate much resources. They don't internally within the states, and that is why the structure of Nigeria is not balanced. It's like a house that is tilted. It's not balanced because the current system does not work. Everybody relies on the center, the federal. So every state gets allocation from the federal to run their states. And so these people, when they give them this federal allocation, they give the local government, they just divert the funds and do whatever they like with it. I'm thinking maybe if they allow the states to generate their own income, their own revenue to run the states, maybe that might work because it's supposed to be a federation, isn't it? Nigeria is a federation because I don't understand how one person can steal so much. I want to say that EFCC are finally waking up to their responsibility to the people of Nigeria, or did he hire? Because it's not the first, though. It's not going to be the last. Most people that are going into politics in Nigeria are only going into it because of what they can steal. So it's like you know how you invest in a business? Yeah, they can borrow money, people can sponsor them, pay heavily for them to campaign, bribe, do whatever they can to get them elected. And once you get in, then you pay back with interest. My goodness. Only one governor, one state. So I was telling you guys about Kogi State. Kogi is one of those states that there's no much going on there. I've passed through there. Even this last time I went to Nigeria, um, I still passed through Lokoja. There's nothing going on there. This man was owing, as a governor, he was owing civil servants salaries up to 2 years. He didn't pay. So these civil servants, like teachers, like nurses, you know, will go to work every day. And for 12 months, 20 months, no salary. So I was saying, I don't know, because a lot of them. So the thing about Nigerian politicians is that they all steal. There's no governor that will tell you they didn't steal. Hello, do you remember Ibori? Ibori stole so much. Obasanjo had to lock him up, put him in trouble in London, that they put him in prison. Alamesia, you could remember Alamesia, Bayelsa State, the one that escaped as a woman from prison in the UK here. They all steal. But the difference is that some actually, they do something that you can see. Like maybe tie a few roads. They might not tie them properly, give them to shady, what they call them, contractors. I saw a road the other day that was washed away by flood. A recently constructed road in somewhere in eastern Nigeria. There was rain and the road was, you know how Kota, how can rain wash Kota away? If rain can wash road away, then the whole roads in the UK should be washed up, because I don't think there's any other place in Nigeria, in this world, where it rains like the United Kingdom of Great Britain. The rain falls in this place in 365 days, over 180 days rainfall. Almost on a daily basis, it's raining in this country. So we're not comparing UK to any other country, but how long are we going to continue like this? Kogi is one of the poorest states in Nigeria, one of the poorest, generating almost zero. So most of the money that this politician, someone like Yahaya Bello, has stolen is from the federal purse. 80.2 billion. So EFCC is looking for him. Yeah. How many of you know Kogi State? Is there anybody from Kogi State here? I know we're not a lot yet because this is not our usual time. But if there's anybody from Kogi State, you are from Okene, You are from any part of that, the state. I would like to hear from you what you guys personally think about this matter. Yeah. So Yaya was only 40 years old when he was elected. He was governor for 8 years. And interestingly, let me bust your bubble, guys. Let me bust your bubble. Yahaya is APC. Abby, did I get it wrong? Please correct me, oh, anybody here, if I'm wrong. Is it not from the ruling party? Halima, you are from Okene? Okay. Call in. The link is in the comment section. Call in and tell us how Okene is these days. Do you have a new hospital or the old hospital? I know there's an hospital in Okene. Has it been refurbished? Are there equipment, new beds? Are the doctors and nurses being paid? What about the schools, both secondary and primary school? Did they build new office building? Are there chairs for the children to sit down and learn? How is public education in Kogi State? What about the roads? How are the roads within not the federal road, the state roads within the states? Yes, Slim Shady is like Kogi properly. Oh. That is the headquarters of Bomo Bomo in Nigeria. We're not hearing much now. In fact, people like us that need to go by road from places like Abuja or another part of Nigeria to get to our states, people are always afraid driving through Kogi. Kogi was the headquarters of Bomo Bomo. 80 billion, not million. If it's million, nobody will be blinking eye. What is the million? Which one? 80 million. That one are money. That's money for, according to Nigerian influencers, that's money for nightclub. You go to a nightclub twice, and that money is finished now. We are talking about billions. Okay, let me start from the beginning. This man called Yahaya Bello was a governor for 8 years in Kogi State. He is a member of the ruling party called APC. Right? You can see him here shaking bats. Okay? 40-year-old elected as governor. Now, you guys remember before this last election, was it this last one? No, I don't think it's this last one. It was when he was still governor. And this lady called Natasha. Natasha Akpoti was running for office as well. I think she was running for Senate. Is it Senate? Yeah, it's Senate, not House of Rep. This same governor, the things that happen in Africa, maybe we should invite Nollywood people, not Nollywood, Hollywood, who come to Nigeria and write a script. Because if they do write a script about the corruption in Nigeria and what Nigerian politicians do, it will sell. They'll make it into a documentary or something. People will actually watch it because it's not something that you can believe. It's only us Africans that we can actually look at it and think, okay, yeah, they do it. If you're explaining this to somebody from the West, they'll be looking at you as if, no, you're lying. You're lying. Stop lying. Why are you lying? My people, come back. Things are happening in our country. Guys, give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying this discussion. And from time to time, we need to talk about these things because this is our country. Whether you like it or not, we are still, all the Nigerians here, you know that is your country. So Natasha was running for office as a senator while Yahaya was governor. Do you know what Yahaya Bello did? Because he had his own candidates, Natasha is in PDP and Yahaya is APC. Because he wanted his own candidate to win, by all means, Yahaya sent bulldozer a night before the election to destroy the roads leading to her village. Yes, you heard me. And we all saw it now. You see road? He sent bulldozer to cut a properly tied road, to cut it so that INEC officials, that's the people that run the election, the Independent Electoral Commission, whatever, They destroyed the road so that INEC officials cannot get to the village. So if they, because he knew that a lot of people were going to vote for Natasha. Natasha is fresh. She's a new breed, just coming into politics. I think she ran before and didn't win once upon a time. Only in Nigeria that a governor will wake up and send people to destroy a properly tied road in a state where you have done nothing. You're owing salaries for years. You've not done any road. Hospitals, people are buying right, left, and center. Because you're not paying them. There are no equipment. All the public services are grounded. But you know what these politicians do? Them and their family, they just enjoy life, unlimited enjoyment, premium or nothing enjoyment. So they cut this road. It's not even one road though. I saw a tweet where somebody said that it was about 5 roads. Let me see if I've got it here. Yeah. They say it was about, yeah, this is it. They said Yahaya Bello allegedly destroyed 5 roads leading to Natasha Apoti's hometown to prevent INET Nigeria officials from getting there. So they are completely cut off from the rest of the states. Yeah. What came out of it? Did anything come out of it? I didn't see any Kogi person, anybody, saying the road must be repaired. Who will repair the road? Who will repair roads? 5 roads dug up just because they are desperate for their own candidate to win. Do you know why they are so desperate for their candidate to win? Because they want to be godfathers, to manipulate all the people that are in elected offices in their states. Yes, Nigerian politicians, they are heartless. Mm, they are so heartless. They are very, very heartless. Ah, Omasho. This is a state where people have little or nothing. I was talking about to someone a few days ago. We're talking about Ajaokuta Steel Company. How many of you remember Ajaokuta Steel Company? Ray, do you remember Ajaokuta Steel Company? Before you be talking about washing your dirty linen in public, that's part of the problem. It's part of the problem. What you just said now. But why you dey hang out dirty linen for public? This is supposed to be family discussion. We have 100% faith in our country, no matter what. You know, good though. Shewa, okay. Are you all right? Family discussion over public funds. 80 billion naira is family. Which family? Bello family or your family? Which one? This is public funds. It belongs to everybody in Kogi State. If you don't have anything to say, hey Joe, make you just quiet. Falashade say, Auntie B, I'm from Kogi. His name is called Yahaya Bello in Kaba. We're always sending money for uncles and aunties in civil service. The present governor is still keeping up Yahaya cabinet members. No way. Wonder shall never end. Falashade, no, you are joking. You mean the current governor doesn't have his own? He doesn't have his own appointees. He's not elected his own. That's why he was kneeling down. He was kneeling down to thank Yahaya because he knows he's going to be employed by Yahaya. Yahaya is the one that is still the governor behind scenes. So the current governor is just a puppet master, a puppet head. Kinomankwe. Ah, Jesus. A governor that's supposed to elect his own commissioner, whatever, all the posts, is still holding on to the previous administration appointees. They're not born and well to appoint. It's everything that Yahya tells him to do that he will do. He can't do anything else. Yeah. Puppet governors. He's a puppet governor. Jesus. So that is Yahya Bello for you guys. We are talking of Nigeria. So somebody like Folashade now, I don't know where Folashade is, or fellow people from Kogi State all across the world who may want to return to Nigeria, to their state one day. What is the hope? What is their hope? What is the hope of every Nigerian that want to return one day? Will corruption ever end? Or let me not say end, because that's wishful thinking. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's not Kenny. No, let me not go that far. Can we even reduce corruption to a level that, because there's corruption everywhere. Tó bá dé àwọn èèyàn máa ní, but there's corruption everywhere. People are corrupt everywhere. In these same states where people can barely afford, let me not even say 3 square meals. Let's say one meal a day. People are living below $1 a day. Yahaya bought his wife, the first lady, Rashida. He bought his wife a year ago, which was 2023, a 2022 Mercedes Maybach worth millions of naira. Let me tell you the cost. I did a quick Google search about the cost of the car. Yeah, this is what Google told me. Ah, I want people who they have no heart. They have no heart at all. God will punish Nigerian politicians. The God of the poor man will punish them, oh, because this is too much. This is wickedness. Hey, 80 billion naira, only you in Kogi State, one state. If they say 80 billion, that means he's stolen at least maybe 4 times that. So the price of 2022 Mercedes Maybach S-Class starts from $185,000 and it goes up to $230,000. It depending on the rim and options. So if you're gonna go for the Maybach version of S-Class, you're talking about 680. We are talking about dollars or thousands. So I didn't say 680 dollars. $680,000. These are the kind of cars that people like Davido and all these Burna Boy that have too much money from their music. These are the kind of cars. Wizkid, the three best, the most richest, Afrobeat musicians in Nigeria. Nigerian politicians they are competing with Afrobeat musicians. He bought it for his wife. See, okay, tell me in what country that you know in the West that a politician's wife will be riding a Mercedes eight that is worth $680,000. Where you foresee the money? No, ask me where she saw the money. What's the job of Yahaya Bello's wife? Iṣẹ́ wo ló ń ṣe? Please tell me. So I used to think about it, babe. Whenever I'm in Nigeria and I see poverty, I see so much lack, so much deprivation, and the hopelessness on people's faces. I'll be thinking, how can you drive an expensive car like this in the midst of all this poto, in the midst of all this deprivation, in the midst of all this hunger, in the midst of children who are not likely to have any education because their parents cannot afford it? How can you drive a car like this? How? Is it that they close their eyes when they are driving, or they just choose not to see? And you know the worst part? Nobody says anything. People of Kogi will just wake up every day. They are going about their business. They try to, do their job. They try to, even though they don't pay them, they still go to work. Even though the hospitals, there's no resources for them to do anything, they do the best that they can. People cannot afford medical care. People are buying right, left, and center. Politicians like Yahaya Bello, they don't care. They don't care. They enrich themselves so much that the state cannot recover. There's no way the state can recover. Okay, tell me, a state that is owing up to 3, 4 years salary, how is the current governor going to pay the backlog? Bolo Tifebere, where is he going to start from? Let's just say by some miracle, the current governor of Kogi State is a God sent to Kogi people, and he wants to right the wrong that have been done to the state over the years. Where's he going to start from? Where is he going to start from? Which salary will he pay? Is it for the one of 3 years ago, or the one of 2 years ago, or how? 40-year-old Yahaya Bello. So that tells me he's about 49 years old now. He's still not 50. He has a legion of women. Let's not talk about the wives, though, and the Nollywood actresses that he's financing their lifestyle, the BBM people and all those people that he's financing their lifestyle. Buying, when you see them saying they are buying cars, they buy all those expensive houses that they post. Isale or worry. These are the people behind the lifestyle. Ah, oh my God. What a country. What a country. So EFCC is looking for him. I understand that the IGP has withdrawn. This is what we are reading. They withdrawn his police escorts. His police details has been withdrawn by the IGP, and immigration has placed him on the watch list. So if they catch him in any airport trying to leave Nigeria, he will be arrested. But I don't believe that. If an international person can escape Nigeria, whoa, leave that matter. That man, what's the name of the man, the name of the company that was arrested? Two of them were arrested in Nigeria over Bitcoin something something. He, he managed to escape from detention in Nigeria, flew from the airport and left Nigeria. Is the level of corruption for me. They just take and take and take and take. They take so much money that they cannot, even their generation to the fifth one cannot finish. What are they taking this money for? They are going to buy houses in Dubai. They will go to America and buy houses. They will go to the UK and buy houses. Anywhere that can take their stolen money, they will go there. Yes. Yeah, Binance. Thank you. CEO of Binance escaped from Nigerian jail. Where have you heard that before? Is it not somebody that let him out? Is it not somebody in the airport? His picture was all over the newspaper. Are you telling me that immigration didn't know? So all these ones that they are saying. And I was saying something else. I said this one ESCC is running after. They are chasing Yahaya Bello. So if I say don't step on person too, because this is stealing like this is normal now. It's not something new. Atirirweri. We see it. It's across Nigeria. They don't go after them, so maybe he stepped on somebody's toe and they want to make him escape. ESCC does not go after past governors now because they all have godfathers. They are all in a group. They are all in a the Nigerian politicians are all in WhatsApp group. It doesn't matter where they come from or what religion or whatever, the things that usually divide us and the things they use to divide the average Nigerian during election. So when I see people during election saying, I'm going to vote for an Igbo person, I'm not going to vote for a Yoruba person, or I'll vote for a Yoruba, I'm not voting for Igbo, I just look at them and laugh. I just look at them and shake my head. People don't vote for competence, they vote for tribe, they vote for religion. But you see what? You see something? All the politicians in Nigeria is the same WhatsApp group or anyone. They are friends. They enjoy their stolen wealth together. If you say I'm lying, just check whenever any one of them, their child is getting married, you'll see all of them from different parties. They don't have all this division that they create to get the mumu youths to be fighting each other on social media. No, they don't. What they do, they shake each other. When they see each other, they shake each other. They make business, contacts. They exchange things. Yahaya Bello. Kogi, small Kogi states. Kogi is not a big state. It's not like Lagos State. It's not like River State. It's a small state that was carved out of what's it called? Kwara. If you take 80 billion away from Kogi, Kiloku, what do they have left? So Frank Weke, a former minister, was a former minister in Nigeria, said this man is a specimen of those to whom political power must never be handed to. He carried on as if there was no tomorrow. The man has no sense of responsibility. It's doubtful he had any sense of self-awareness. Public service and public trust meant nothing to him. He was reckless in his speech and his conduct. Kogi people were his slaves. Every and anything Kogi was his to do as he pleases or as he pleased. He only remembered he had a tenure when it ended. Now we know why he chose to squat with his successor in new captive in Lugard house. So he's staying with he made sure that he put his own candidate there to protect him. Yeah. Gentlewood said they are all Freemasons. Same club and society division is just public front to divide the population. Yeah. And once you're an outsider, you cannot win. You cannot win. But I'm just thinking, this one that they are chasing him, so maybe he stepped on his godfather's toes. Because they are all in it to get they all steal. That is what they do. They steal. But some people will still do. The difference is that with Yahaya Bello, I don't think he did anything for Kogi people at all. But whereas in places like, you will say that for no matter how you don't like Tinibu, when he was governor in Lagos State, you will give him his flowers that he tried for Lagos. He had a problem with OBJ. And how many of you can remember? Those of you who follow Nigerian politics remember. Tinibu had a problem with his problem with OBJ is a long time. It's been a long time. OBJ cut off the state's allocation for Lagos for a long time. But Tinibu still managed to run, but Lagos has a lot of money. So you cannot even compare Lagos to other states. Lagos generates one of the highest, income because all the ports are there. All these ports and everything, even though they are federal, they still have their own state courts. But people in Lagos said that Tinubu did a lot of work. He created that, what's it called? Is it lawman or what they call them? Lagos was clean. Lagos was sane. He still did. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying Tinubu is a saint, but normally the governors would work small. They would do some things that you can even point to pay. This governor, this governor, maybe they will tie a road here and there, Braben, welcome. They will, refurbish a school here and there, at least pay salaries. Like you can say for Oshomole. Oshomole was the governor of my state for 8 years. I'm telling you, Oshomole tied the road to my village. The reason why we have a road in my village is because of Oshomole. So no matter what, I don't like him. I think he's a thief like the rest of them, but we can pinpoint what he did. Salaries were never late during Oshomole. So what I'm trying to say is that with the governors all across Nigeria, some of them you can actually tell, okay, they did, even though they stole. But with Yahaya, I don't think there's anything anybody can say this is what he did for 8 years. 40-year-old. He was only 40. So, is there any hope? Or are we just deluding ourselves and trying to convince ourselves one day politicians or whatever corruption will end in Nigeria or it will reduce? Because if you look at the issues that we have in Nigeria, the number one problem in Nigeria is corruption. It's not even insecurity, because Insecurity is an offshoot of corruption. Because if the money that was meant for whatever it is they were supposed to do, paying salaries, doing all the work they're supposed to do in the state, if it goes to what they are supposed to do, then the youth will be more empowered. People will have more resources. And then invariably crime will reduce. Gentlewood, you've given up on Nigeria completely, said no hope. Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is doomed. Oh my God, it's your choice of words that is making me laugh. Guys, please give us a thumbs up. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. We are talking about Nigerian politics today. Jesus is Lord. Oh, Egbami Aladugbo. Yahaya Bello. They said that EFCC is looking for Yahaya Bello for 80.2 billion naira. 80. 80. 80. Yeah. He was carved out of Benue and Kwara State. Yeah. All those people that left Benue now, I don't even know how they are feeling now. Maybe they would have felt that they'd be better off if they were remaining in Benue. I don't know. I don't know. The youths, because when things like this happen, they'll say, what about Betty, the other one? Have they removed her? Have they removed the other commissioner the other day that they say, the one Tinibu the one that gave testimony in church, the Ajibole, that just told how much she never even day office for 6 months when she does she hit the ground running. When they say, oh my God, Nigeria, you either laugh or you cry. That one, she hit the ground as she was running. As she enter office, she just starts. She just starts. Hmm? Is this wishful thinking that we are still hoping pé one day, lọ́jọ́ kan, things are going to get better? The politicians will steal less, and Nigeria possibly can be a place that we can return to. Or ṣé ká gba kádàrá? We should just accept that it's not possible to redeem Nigeria, like Gentwood is saying here in the comment section. And let's just forget about it. Everybody, Koju the face front, wherever you are, is your home. Wherever I lay my head, that's my home. Shay, is that what we should do? I don't know. You guys tell me. My link is in the comment section. Anybody that is free, please jump in. Give us your opinion. We are talking about Kogi State. But like I said, it's all across Nigeria. Yeah. Like I said, corruption has become the bedrock of Nigerian politics. These people are stealing with impunity. Yeah. Ah. Oh dear. Hassan said he did a lot. He married 4 wives. Bere. How many concubines? How many how many side chicks? Just 4 wives, Bere. That one is few. That's not too much for a governor. It's not too much. After all, he's a governor and he's a Muslim. Like I said, I personally don't have faith that Nigeria will ever be better. Crooks are in charge of that country. Do you have hope? That's the question I'm asking. Marriott say Nigeria is cooked and I have no hope in its citizens. Is it cook or crooked? Which one? Is it crooked? Mm? 80 billion. Even the video self never sing of. He never sing of 80 billion or 30 billion. We na 30 billion we dey sing about for the video camp. This one na 80 billion, no. Marriott said, when I go to the Caribbean, I use that to remember home. It feels like Ninja. Oh, yeah. I've never been to the Caribbean, but I'm looking forward to. Truth by Ola says Nigeria problem is a mindset. What's the mindset? The link is in the comment section. Please come and tell me what is the mindset that you think. Is it the mindset of stealing? Hmm? She's still there. Is she still a minister? Neka. Is Betty still a minister after all that scandal? You mean Tinubu retained him and retained her? Hmm? I don't know. M. King said, easy to take advantage of people because they still grow up, they still show up for work after not receiving payments for months. They should not go to work and should start protesting. James Wood is very, very pessimistic about this. He has zero hope. I think he's giving up completely. He said, people are deluded if they think Nigeria will improve. The spirit of greed, selfishness is real within the politicians and the general population of Nigerians. 240 million people. Yes. I want the 30 billion gang. Yes. Brother Bill, how are you? Oh, Nigeria is cooked, meaning it is done. Okay, we've done. We are done. Oh dear. Hmm. This one, I don't know what to say. Hmm? One person, 80 billion. If the FCC is declaring 80 billion, how much do you think he actually stole? You know it's more than that. We all know it's more than that. Hmm? You know, like I said, she's still suspended. She's threatening to sue BBC a few weeks ago. She enter house. She's a disappointment, a shame. Imagine giving women a bad name. Any woman that goes into elective office and steals is 0.1% of women that are represented in in offices, elected offices, and the few that go there, people like this Betty and the other one that almost finished the whole Nigeria, the NNPC woman. Kai, Oma Sheo. John said, I gave up a long time, so not disappointed by anything that happens. I don't know. As much as I want to give up, I'm still holding a little bit of hope. That hope is the hope that can never leave me. Honestly, I try. I do try, but that hope is still there. Hmm? Gentle say, Auntie B, do you remember that woman with the beautiful eyes who stole billions and ran to London? Yeah, she's the one I was talking about. Desiani, her name is Desiani. She was the former petroleum minister. Yeah, she says she has cancer. Yeah, Desiani. That one, what she stole, I don't think they can even come up with the amount. NNPC, that's where they still now. Petroleum. That's a big portfolio. Minister of Petroleum. Eh? Adewale, do you know, I've been waiting to hear from him since I heard the news. You know, Malaya is an entertainer. He's always entertaining us. You know, he ran for office. He ran on that PDP against Yahaya's candidates. So I'm sure he's gonna be dancing and singing now. Wá wo retí Jésù ṣe. No, Melaye in a choir, you can sing. Adewale said, Melaye just released an album on top of your Matter. Of course. Wow. Hmm. Mario said, Desani's husband is building a manufacturing factory with the money, people's money. Oh my shit. Sabio said they are playing politics with Nigerians' mind. This is a fight between two evils in the presidency. The security report about plots against BAT's 2027 election. Why are we even talking about 2027? We just got there. We are still trying to get him to stabilize the naira. Hmm? Is it Indaboski that helped us to stabilize the naira? Is it Abi that's Oh my god. Indaboski said he was going to bring the naira. He was going to bring the naira down. Has he done it? Oh my god. Niger. Oh, I don't know. Cynthia said, pray that one day God will change, that good change will come to Nigeria. Her husband just returned from home. It was a challenge. Each day brought on a headache. How can you be treated better in other countries than your own? Yeah. Yeah. Gravitas said, I honestly believe he stepped on someone's toe. He most likely has a godfather as well who might be unhappy. They all do. It's a chain of command. Maybe his godfather, maybe he didn't return, he didn't pay his tithe on the 80 billion. He decided to put it in his pockets. You know what they say, pride goes before a fall. Yeah, and they say he's very, very arrogant, as you see him there, with his nose where it's scattered from one end of his face to the other. Huh. They're already getting funds for 2027. Serious plans are being out in place for 2027. They should focus on what is going on now and make the lives of Nigerians better. Then they will vote for them. Which one is 2027? When we are still in 2024 and there's nothing going on. Jonathan, hi bro. How are you? I always enjoy reading from you. Your head correct. You get oil for head. Everything where they write, they always fit my belly. Thank you, bro. Corruption has eaten Nigerian deeply. It can never stand fit. Raben, what are you saying? EFCC is now poised to go after the looters and ultimately recover the looters' billions from former governors Abdullahi Adamu of Nasarawa State, Aliyu of Sokoto State, Fayoshe. Fayoshe's brother is busy online, though. He's busy making videos every day. He's not an influencer, a blogger. Right, Ben, I was just going to tell you to come into the studio. Welcome. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning, Auntie B. Good morning, Auntie B. How
How
you
are you?
doing, man?
I'm fine. Welcome.
Yes, so it's morning here. It's actually
Yeah.
9 a.m. now. So I just
Hey,
feel like
yeah.
make I
I
go
wake on
hang
out
out
today.
with you. Yes, so
You
Auntie
try,
B.
Jerry. Uh-huh.
I say this one where you just verse. Carry Yahaya Bello matter this morning. I say I love it so much, sir. If you good, may we begin to
The thing
expose
they
these
pay me
people
for
on our own
body, undo
platform
me
too.
ni. It they pay me. I they think I feel so sorry for the average person in Nigeria.
In fact, people don't know what Nigerians are going through, and the worst part is those who live in Nigeria, they are powerless against these people. I mean, the masses, because they have formed a cabal, so they just get in there, steal as much as they can, and nobody can question them. You can't even have public rally against them, unlike here in America or other places in Europe, where the masses can just um, bring themselves together and question their leaders. But we can't do that in Nigeria. They will intimidate you. And it's like everybody don't give up. Everybody just let them do whatever they want as far as we they see our gari bread chop. So I think
Eh,
that's just what's going on there. There is nothing impressive about this Kogi ex-Kogi state governor. Personally, I'm sorry, I don't really like him because he's somehow arrogant to me. I've seen a couple of his videos where he talk as if the people are beneath him, and he's very young for that matter. So people who speak
you
like him,
they say
they
he
are
was 40
usually
years old,
older people.
Braben.
Yeah, he's a young dude,
When he
a
won the
young dude.
election as governor, he was the youngest governor in Nigeria, 40 years old.
Yeah, and I think even though I do not support how President Tinibu get into power, but I think he has been doing some things lately that kind of wheel me over to his side now. And if he can allow EFCC to grab this dude, that means that's a huge credit on the part of the president, because we all know how this
Do
thing
you know?
is run in Nigeria. EFCC don't have power to question anybody. That agency is set up to go after people who committed financial crimes. But it's like whoever is at the top is the one who dictates who they should go and arrest or who they should even investigate. But lately, it's as if Tinibu just say, you know what, EFCC, anybody where you feel cash, go catch their papa.
You know what I'm
and
thinking? I'm thinking that Tinubu, because a lot of because of how divisive the last election was in Nigeria between Peter Obi and Tinubu. I think Tinubu is trying to prove himself to Nigeria, which is not a bad
yeah,
thing. He's trying to prove to Nigeria that I can do the job and I have the intention of making Nigerian better. He's trying to leave a legacy. Remember, he's not a
exactly.
young man anymore. I think Tinubu is trying to leave
Yeah,
a legacy, something to remember him for, and something for him to show the world that, yes, I can do the job and I'm here to do the job. Because
I,
it's only presidents that can go after ex governor now. Obasanjo went after Ibori. He made sure that
Tinubu,
Ibori ran. Remember, Ibori ran to London.
yes, no.
They put him in jail here.
Yeah, Tinubu try. I think I'm beginning to like how he's going about his policy. It's not like maybe he's doing magic or something, but anybody that want to fix Nigeria will first and foremost allow the EFCC to do their job independently without interference from any president or senator or whatever. Because I think when EFCC was set up under President Obasanjo, the mandate was for them to operate independently so they can investigate anybody who loots or steals public fund, even private fund. But I guess at a point after, I think Obasanjo himself was the one who first of all started using the EFCC as his own personal uh, army to go after his enemy. And then since then, whoever comes in starts using the EFCC the same way to the point that even the EFCC or guard them, they begin thief. So how do we move forward? But
EFCC,
for
the last
now,
Oga, 90 pass. When I see that one, brother, and I say, you create a commission to catch thieves because of the high level of financial, crime in Nigeria and financial misappropriation of public funds, which is all under the purview of EFCC, right? But their Oga Pata Pata 90 pass. The last
yeah,
one when they remove. Can you imagine?
and
So Otaloma, okay, how do you say it?
Olegbe
How do you say it?
Olegba,
Ole
thief,
gba.
thief,
So Tani
thief carry am,
ole
another
gba,
thief
Taloma,
receive am.
oh my God. Who is going to arrest the thief? Everybody is thieving. Who is going
Everybody
to
dey
catch
thief.
who?
And even the one that pissed me off the most with this Yahaya Bello thing was how the incumbent governor went to his house to now be the one to catch him away so that AFCC cannot arrest him. The whole thing is just so messy and it's disgraceful, honestly. Because I don't
This
know
is
if you saw
boy now.
that
He's the
video
one that put him
today.
there now. No, I didn't see it, but I'm not, because you know what I already saw that made me know that the current governor has zero power. Because he said when he won the election, he told the people of Kogi that any instructions I give you, if Yahaya gives a counter instruction, take Yahaya's own, don't take my own.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? He's powerless now. He's not the governor. He's just sitting in the chair, but Yahya is still the governor. Maybe now that he's in trouble, he can finally free himself of that and act as a governor. Yeah,
The thing was
yeah.
it was so messy and so disgraceful. I watched the video like a couple of times and I asked myself, in this modern age and time, in this age and time, an Ikube governor can still be part of a crime. In fact, in a in the same crime, if an ex-governor is being investigated by FBI, the Ikube governor now go first run himself.
No, now then they
But
put they say who plays the pipe, takes the tune. So if somebody give you
yeah,
appointment, you go there loyal to the person now. You cannot fight your Oga. Now your Oga, you know go fit
and
fight your Oga.
the worst part. EFCC got to his residence. I think that was in Abuja, and they were there for like almost 2 hours. They can't even get in because I think the security, the security men or operative, they were blocking the EFCC from going into the house. And I started wondering, who controls the police? Is EFCC not part of the police? How come EFCC want to arrest somebody? Then you now have security details of the ex-governor. Then the EFCC, they can't come in. And then they start going back and forth. The man who led the operation started calling, maybe he's calling his own boss. I don't know whoever he's calling. The delay was there until the new Kogi State governor had to come over to the house, go into the compound, and then whisk him away. And the Kogi people too, they can't even do nothing. That should be a basis for even impeaching that governor for
Hmm.
doing that alone. Somebody
Hmm.
stole 80 billion naira, the money
Hmm.
that's supposed to be used to pay salaries, to pay pensioners, to fix so many things in the state. He stole it. He has no immunity anymore. He is now to be arrested and prosecuted. Your current governor now went to the place and now did the Shinarambo to whisk him away. And Kogi people are not even on the street blocking Abuja Road. I don't know what happened to our people, man. It's like maybe not to talk, maybe we just leave them. Because sometimes when you live abroad and you talk about things going on in Nigeria, if not the same Nigeria, people go still come back and say, you feel talk like that. Maybe you know they here. That's why you talk like that. So, in fact, it's annoying. It's very
You know how many
annoying.
months they are owing? Yahaya was owing the civil servants 39 months salaries. 39 months, you know, pay them.
Jesus.
And I'm talking about back in 2019. Oh, so if you add the subsequent years, go down reach like 5 years now. When they
Oh,
never pay.
Jesus.
In that same state, now somebody get the mind to carry 80 billion. Forget about the politics of it, whether EFCC is political, whether they are being used. I don't care about that at this point. Let's look at Yahaya first for who he is, the evil that this man is. In a state where thousands of people have not had food on their table. These are men and women who are working daily. They've got children. They need to pay their rent. They need food. They need school fees for their children. They need money for sustenance. And you owe them salary. Somebody in the comment section said up to 5 years.
Hmm.
I
Jesus.
mean, how can Yahaya, how does this, even if the people of Kogi, they are so docile, they have no power because extreme deprivation can affect people to a point that they become like they're in slumber. They don't even care because they are looking for where, and that's part of the things that Nigerian politicians use. Brabe, I don't know if you're aware. Nigerian politicians
Yeah,
weaponize poverty to make the people to have zero will to fight back or to
of course,
even ask
of course.
questions.
Person wey dey hungry fit question anybody. No be wetin you go chop you go dey
Exactly.
look
Not be if you
after.
don't see food chop, you go and say,
No?
one thing.
Yeah,
They don't get the will, they don't get the zeal anymore. You buy your
yeah.
wife Maybach 2022 Maybach Mercedes that is over how many million in the same state when you never pay salary for how many years?
Mhm,
I
mhm.
want people you want long. Nah,
Ah,
no, want
yeah.
long. Nigerian
Very
politicians
wicked
are we
people.
they are the evil is too much. Opo,
Very wicked
it's
set
too
of
much.
people. Yeah, very wicked
Mhm.
set of people.
Yeah,
There are like
yeah.
8 governors that EFCC were supposed to pick up in the past. Wey be say they swept their matter under the rug. So why won't a young man like Yahaya Bello come in and then steal everything and still they waka, still they brag
Remember the ones
over
that
his
went to
people?
jail? There
Eh?
were some from the north that went to jail. They released them early. Of
Mm-hmm,
course, they went back to their
mm-hmm,
stolen when they don't steal the money. They sentenced some other governor, I don't know, a few years ago. If you can remember in the comment section, please tell me that they sentenced one governor and some other people. When they came out of jail, they were celebrating.
Hmm. And
Ah,
there are
these people
plenty
want
like that.
they have no conscience.
Some of the governors that EFCC have picked up and they have to let go in the past because their godfather stepped in. Theodore Oji of Abia State was one of them. Danjuma Goje, he was one of them. Aliyu Wamako, and this Timi Presiva
Zokalu
that even made that one. She
went
minister,
to
minister.
remember Uzokalu. Uzokalu even went to jail. He came back and returned
Mhm.
back to Senate. When he was governor for 8 years.
Yes.
He's been in Senate now for God knows how long. He's still in the Senate.
Mm. And he was celebrated.
I don't
Former
forget
Enugu
him.
State Governor. The former Enugu State Governor, Suliva Achimi, he also embezzled over 23 billion naira. Nothing happened. Ali
Plateau State
Modu Sheriff
Governor.
of Borno State. There are many, many of them like
Yes.
that. Eh?
Plateau State Governor Joshua Dariye. He was imprisoned.
Mhm. Even
Nothing come out.
The current Senate president now, Godswin Akpabio, he too he has so many cases to answer. But what happened? You forget about it. That's why when Tinibu was declared president, I just shake my head at how this Baba will take rule this country. How you want to govern this country with all these guys they're working under him and they all have records. And for me, if he can allow the EFCC to do their job, I think I will even vote him as the best president because if we don't go after the people looting and stealing public funds, there is nothing can work in Nigeria. We don't have to deceive ourselves.
It's not just that
Nothing is
you
going to
to
work.
arrest them. They should forfeit. They should take the money back the way they are trying to take Abacha's loot back. They need to take the money back. Otherwise, because there's no, it's like, when the well is already dry because everybody has taken excess water that they don't need. Now the well is dry. People have so much
Yeah.
drums and the tanks of water that they don't need, but the well is dry. You keep trying to fetch water from that well. What's going to come out? Only a few people. 1%. It's not even up to 1%. 0.1%. Politician. The way to become a billionaire in Nigeria is to go into politics. Once you get there, you are made. Nigeria is the only country, or Africa is the only continent where people go into politics not because they want to serve or make a difference or change their country for
Oh,
the better,
it's
but
business.
because they want to steal.
Business. Like Nigeria
Hmm.
has become a country where the moment somebody won a political post, everybody around it will be celebrating because they know he has automatically become a billionaire. It's like when you won a political post, they give you license to steal. Everybody just understand. To actually, wale o, your own is done. God don't do it for you. Be that. Just go inside. May you begin the embezzle. They go. Okay, I see the this comment now. This Nike comment that you just highlighted now, Auntie B. The people they will
Hmm.
still vote the same Yahaya Bello into power if he can pay. Nobody is voting them
Yeah.
into power. Let's get something corrected here.
Which
The
election are they
people's
doing?
vote
Which
don't
election are they
count.
doing?
Let's just be
Uh,
honest. People's vote don't count. You know, the last
hmm.
in the last election is where we have just a little glimpse of people vote actually being counted until we have the presidential election and they saw that it be like say Nigerians don't wake up. Oh. Then they went back to their usual gimmicks again, you know, start ringing and doing all those nonsense. And then by the time they get to do the governorship election, don't you videos there now? On election day, those governors are roaming the street. They are the ones stealing the ballot boxes themselves. Some of them, we saw videos now. The one in Ogun
the,
State,
the,
we saw
the,
him in
the
some
machine no
local
work
area.
again. They said the election was going to be electoral. They will count it that they will vote. Now, when it can't reach presidential and governor, now in the what they call is it beavers? You know, work again.
Mhm.
You know, work again. They
Yeah.
can't announce. They can't announce. They can't announce result for midnight when everybody they sleep.
Mm.
For Nigeria, now they
Mm.
declare win. What Nigerians cannot do does not exist. Oh my God, Brother Bill,
You are right,
welcome, Jerry.
STB.
Hmm. Welcome, my brother. Long time. How you dey? Speak louder. We know they hear.
better now?
It's kind of faint. You are
It's
far
kind of
from
faint.
the speaker.
Oh,
Mm.
okay. I'll try to speak louder. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me better. Brother Ben, are you still there?
Yes, it's there.
Okay.
Mm.
So greet you all. They say when God want to free his people, he will create confusion among its enemy. So
Mm-hmm.
this case is a clear case like others, which is definitely something that has to do with the Nigerian politicians are enemies of the states to the ordinary man.
Mm-hmm.
They are
Mm-hmm.
enemies to the ordinary Nigerians. Me and you, who are Nigerians, who wish for a better Nigeria. So the entire politicians, they've always positioned themselves in that light. Now, it is important for everybody to know that any attempt by anybody or party to support Yahaya Bello, that person is also an enemy of the state. Okay? So now then them fight. Now then them they fight themselves. And the way it works in Nigeria is that when they want to fight themselves, they know that before you talk in politics, now money they catch you. So you get money where you put for somewhere where they catch you. So that is why you will always see that even them, they will use the same EFCC when them still create to fight their own self. So our own, not to sit down, they watch the drama, they beat the drum for them. Okay?
Mm.
Because the
Mm-hmm.
more they fight, the more Nigerian people is liberated. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
So let them fight from today to tomorrow. In fact, I know for sure we all will accept that yes, whether this politician is particularly targeted or not, that is unimportant because the
Yeah.
most important thing is that he's also not a good politician. That is the truth. So, however they go about it, whether they treat him rightly or wrongly, now them. So, no sympathy for anybody. With that being
You
said,
are right, Brabio, because I think it's kind of divisive when people say, like, somebody was saying, why are we talking about Yahya? What about El Rufai? Because
that's
other
what I'm
people are
saying.
doing it does not mean that, yes, that is just
Yes,
exactly what the politicians want. They all
want.
of them should be under trial. They should be, we
Yes,
should do like, what do they call that Liberian president? Wait, buy all of them.
yes.
What did they
Ghanaian
call that?
president Rawlings.
Na Ghanaian, no, na Liberia, na Rollins,
Uh-huh.
Rollins Ghanaian.
Rawlings.
That man, I'm
Ghana.
my hero. Honestly, is he still alive? I'm my hero.
Auntie V,
Uh, we
Auntie
can't
V,
have him in
God
Nigeria now.
forbid, if somebody gets 10 enemies, for instance, right? And out of the 10 enemies, 3 they fight themselves. Even you don't need to say, oh, why do you 10 not they fight themselves? Those 3 they made a fair come out them
Exactly,
first. So that the enemy go
exactly.
reduce.
Because
So
the enemy of your the friend of your enemy is your enemy. Not be so that
it's
they
your
talk
enemy.
am. They are all
Now
together.
so they are together. So the truth of the matter is we know that there are countless politicians there that can go after. We not they argue that one. But the truth of the matter we say the one where reach return, may they deal with them where, may they deal with them mercilessly. So Yahaya Bello, you go collect for this matter. You go collect because number one, I personally have followed your political antecedent closely. This was a young man who came into politics by opportunity. Okay? In the
Mhm.
honest truth, if somebody was to give Yahaya Bello a commendation of how he got into politics, if not Christian, he's supposed to give testimony, say, it be like miracle. That is the truth.
Uh-huh.
It looks bitter, but that is the truth. I swear, if Yahaya Bello was a member of any of our Pentecostal or any church, right, and gone when he became governor to give a testimony at the altar, it will take a very big conviction to convince somebody that it is not the work of God. I'm not saying God did it. I'm just telling you how it became governor. Now, you
Mhm.
got there as a young man, even knowing how you got this opportunity by the stroke of chance, because I'm not saying it's a miracle. I'm just saying, you know, the way people turn chance to miracle. I don't know if you understand.
Yes,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yes. So when you went there, instead of you to still appreciate the law of nature, that by opportunity, not like I am the best, but by chance, I just got this thing. You went there, you overdo, gonna do past himself. This man, he now end up not only taking money, stealing money, abusing, he was too ambitious. You understand what I'm saying?
He was even
They
running for
carry little
governor and for president, if I
presidency.
remember, Rabio.
Yes.
Yes.
He won't marry Yara
He,
Buhari daughter now. He was about to marry Buhari's daughter. I'm telling you this. So he was a very strong ally to the wife of Buhari at that time. He's very ambitious man. This is my way to see so. Nothing he did not do. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So at the end of the day, even during the primaries and everything, the videos are there online. He was a strong ally with El-Rufai, okay, and his likes at the time. So he kind of cohered himself with the collaboration with in collaboration with northern governors, okay, and they wanted to hijack the entire country. This Yahaya Bello is so. He has sold his heart to the devil. He's such a heartless man. This man you are seeing, this picture, they look so. At the end of the day,
where they laugh so.
this man, hey, you don't see anything, my dear sister. So at the end of the day, what now happened was when he tried to do that, this bat, that is Bola Ahmed Tinibu, for those when I say bat, you know what I'm talking about. So Bat was watching them closely. When they now saw that Buhari not agree somehow, you know, Bat was too strong. So at the end of the day, Bat ended up coming up in the primaries of APC. After that primaries, they now noticed that all their cards of evil, when they did plan, did not work. That was where Bello came out and said he has collapsed his campaign for presidency to support Bat. That support was out of submission of defeat, not really out of submission of loyalty. Do you understand? So you see as he bent there now, that was the pretending part. Now, politicians, because it take one evil man, or not evil man, it take a politician to know another politician. Do you understand?
Nigerian politician.
Yes. So Bat himself is an old pussycat for this game. Okay?
Of course.
So as an
been around.
Yes, as an old pussycat, he had political analysts that work very closely with him and give him some security details. Now he knows that yes, this man did not submit from the beginning, and he's a very ambitious young man. Okay. Now at the end of the day, they still try to leave him and they allow him some space, which he used to bring somebody to install as his own third tenure in government. As of today, Yahaya Bello still have office in his own state's house, inside the government house.
Hey,
Yahaya Bello has office inside there. I'm telling you. It was even also established by somebody in Arabia.
Power don't sweet, he no one go again. He does not want to leave Kogi alone.
Yes. As Auntie B West said that earlier, that the governor even say if he give instructions and Yahaya Bello give a counter one, they should follow Yahaya Bello. So Yahaya Bello is actually a 10th governor of that state. Okay? Now, instead of him to still maintain his line in that place, his greediness, because that is what the devil will always use to worry people who are very ambitious. You understand? Greed. His greediness still did not allow him to focus his politics in his own state. He's still now holding secret meetings with some persons that the presidency is already smelling that they are planning, okay, ahead. I know Auntie B said 2027.
For 2027.
So these people, 2027 will be like tomorrow. Evil people.
Oh, so they don't strategize already ahead.
You know, say you get good at, you know, they plan evil. people they plan evil, they can play evil from now to the next 30 years. I'm telling you, evil mind,
Jesus. Hey,
that is how they are designed. Evil minds are
hey.
designed. Yes, now you never know. Say person they wish the enemy bad. They can wait 10 years. You don't know. So their evil mind is that they are already designing something against presidency. Now, that same
So
group of
how to win for 2027? Make a bat no enter for the second time.
yes. So Bat have
It's
gotten
making
that.
sense, Rabio. This your
Bat have
analysis is
gotten.
making it they enter my brain. Continue.
So Bat have gotten that security report. Okay. So with that security report, Bat have ordered the Attorney General of the Federation, which is now to handle the legal case that I have listing. I have no interest. Anything they want to do to this man and this list of people or persons that have been presented to me, please remove your hand and support that case. Now, EFCC will not go to a sitting governor or any major arrest without the backing of the Attorney General of the Federation. As of today, his case is even becoming worse because the immigration services have already issued a notice, an alert for Yahaya Bello.
Yes.
His police details have already been withdrawn as at today.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, director of SSS, they don't withdraw too. So all I'm trying to say here is that they are coming step by step. They are using him as a signal to the entire caucus, of Yahaya Bello, and those mostly within the northern regions that are colluding with this man, and planning that thing will not get, will go destroy that small money one at thief what they look on our things. Do you understand me? So Yahaya Bello definitely is going down. No two way about it, because before the enemies decide to fight each other, they've discussed and they refuse to accept to the terms of negotiation. Now, even if they are begging, that enemy, they will not listen. They will continue to execute their plan. So anybody who knows Yahaya Bello, it is better for him to just surround himself now. Otherwise, in the coming days, he will not believe what his eyes will see. Do you understand me? So they are going to bend him, and they are going to bend him very well. That is just the truth of this matter. Okay? And as they finish bending him, they will continue to bend Erufai and the rest as well. So, we are just here to watch the drama. We are just here to be the drum for them. Yes, Auntie, go ahead.
So all this is because of 2027 and what they are trying to do.
Absolutely. Just the bitter truth, Auntie.
Yeah.
However, it favors the ordinary man. That is the truth. Do you understand?
Yes.
You don't allow your evil plotters to grow before you attack them. You begin to attack them from day one as they start to plan it. Do you understand? You don't allow
because
your
it's
enemies.
Easy to catch any of them because their hand no clean. None of them, their hand clean. So if
Not
the powers
just
that be want to go after them, it's easy.
Yes.
It's very easy to come for them because they will get something. Yeah, all the politicians, no, even local government chairman, all of them, their hand no cancel law. Cancel law. Their hand no clean.
As Brother Ben said, he said, when you enter politics, they already know that you are going there to enrich yourself, more than likely. Why we cannot generalize, but we know for sure this is a public forum that, as far as Nigeria politics is concerned, it's almost like when Jesus said, for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle. It is almost like saying that to see a politician that went there to say he did not go and steal, it's like a camel passing through the eye of a needle. So the truth of the matter is, as you go into politics, there's a department in EFCC that is specially assigned, whether they mean you today or not, to create a file on your office. Not when they need to fight you, they will not be looking for documents. So everybody have documents in EFCC. Every governor as of today, even the governor in good book said, he get file there.
Yeah.
So When the
Mhm.
president is ready or the presidency that have the power and control over EFCC is ready, all you need to do is
It's a pull
EFCC
the
chairman,
file.
give me the file. Give me the file of person.
Ehen.
It take less than
Come and
30
tender his
minutes.
matter.
Yes, it take less than 30 minutes for the EFCC person to bring your file. No matter who you are. Even the governor self laughing with
Everybody they
president
say now
today.
yes, El-Rufai is next. El-Rufai, Kaduna used to be one of the most. Kaduna, oh Brabio, thank you so much for that analysis. It makes sense to me because I'm like,
Yes.
not today that they thief. Why?
Yes.
But like you said, we go rejoice with anyone when they catch because all of them now our
Absolutely.
enemy. They are the enemy of the
Yes.
common people. So me now, I don't
Yes.
even question them. Say why they go after them. May they go after one by one. May they go after them because they are the enemy of our country. They are the enemy of our people. Now them
Absolutely.
40-year
And
old
then,
Yahaya is it was there for 8 years. This man, oh shit,
yes,
baby. Like you
you can
said,
see.
Brabio, is now the ambition they drive. And when I was looking up Google to do a quick search before I start the show, you know
Mhm.
what Yahaya talk? He talk say Kogi is within my grip. He
Yes.
said Kogi
Hmm.
is still within my grip. When people were carrying news that his wife left him and packed out
Yes.
of the state house, she said, "My wife is under my control, just like Kogi is under my control." She got nowhere.
Yes.
For
Yes.
somebody to wake up, talk, say, whole state, they under in control because you be governor
Yes.
when they fear evict tomorrow. It be like, say, is it that the other politicians, where they for the House of Rep, the
No,
state
there's
house,
this
they
thing.
don't know their power?
And
They don't know
RTP
their
is
power,
important for you to
Brabio.
also note that based on security report too as well, even that female politician you are talking about now, though she's not in
Yes,
this matter, when they nominate all these ministers and every minister have a cabal that supports them. The Yahaya
of
Bello is
course.
one of the major supporter of that woman minister, just so you know. You understand?
Of Bella. Ah, Bella
Yes,
Edu.
yes.
Ah,
So now
I
then Kabab
see.
be that. Yes. So he
I
has a very strong.
see.
You don't know Yahaya Bello as he just did there. So either he bring his girlfriend sister or something. That guy, he want to be. If that guy was a soldier, there's no way he would have not done cool. That guy, this Yahaya way the see so, he's so ambitious.
Now so your
Anyway,
ambition reach.
this guy.
Obi, Obi.
See, even if they make him president of Nigeria tomorrow, I can assure you that he will try to become president of Africa.
He no
Sometimes
know
when you see
say he
people,
no go fit take on. He no know say no. He say na baby politician compared to where Tinubu did. He say if he take
you
Tinubu
you
on,
know, say when
does he
small money
actually think he
enter
can?
person hand
Tinubu why
whenever
be
see
say na he
something,
put. He no know Tinubu history because Tinubu. Whatever you want to say about Tinubu, because me I dey like to look person good side and bad side.
Vagabond.
absolutely.
If not be Tinubu, Buhari for not even win the election the first time. Am I right or wrong? The first
You
tenure.
are
You are
correct,
correct,
Auntie.
100%.
Absolutely.
Eh, not be today, Baba don't dey there. Konsheni. You don't
We know
say.
that one. So that is the thing when they there. So he himself, don't know. He dey think say ambition go happen. So let us just play. Then finally, I want to just add this one, even though it's not related to this matter, but since it's EFCC, just for the fun of the show. You see how things operate within EFCC, for instance. When Bobrisky, they arrest him, we see Bobrisky mug shot. You see the mug shot for Bobrisky when he hold that board. But when
Yes,
they
yes.
arrest Cubana chief priest, today we define mug shot, we never see him. Do you understand?
Oh my God, Rabio, you don't start another one, no. They say that the same EFCC where I arrest mommy of Lagos. Now they carry a Cubana chief priest. I can't take
Yes.
this. Say,
One get mug shot, one not get mug shot.
in there, no, in there for Instagram, they post. Mommy of Lagos, they prison.
Yeah.
How?
No, that one is
And
For the same
explainable.
offense.
Explainable. That
Auntie
one is
B.
explainable. The reason is this.
Uh-huh.
That one is explainable.
Uh-huh.
To be honest, to be fair to EFCC.
They say it's
What
because
is there is that
Bobrisky pleaded guilty and Cubana didn't plead
yes,
guilty.
number one, the EFCC worked on Mommy of Lagos brain. So what they did was when they had Mommy of Lagos, they quickly look into Mommy of Lagos account and all those kind of stuff. So they saw unusual transfers, which they wanted to kind of enlarge the case to put money laundering, this and that one on top of that one, right? So in the event of the lawyer not trying to push that, allow them go to that area, just went ahead and said, okay, let us, what is there? Let us just
Plead
plead
guilty.
guilty for
Yeah.
spraying money,
Yeah.
which will just pay the fine at least. We'll just pay the fine, and that will be it. We don't expect to have the 6 months, whatever. So that was what they did. Now, when they arrest this other guy, that one already learned from the mistake of the other one. So even though in the look himself for video, they spray money, he still claims say he is not guilty. Okay?
He said he's not guilty.
Yes, he said he's not guilty. So because now they are going to go to court and establish, not be say you spray money, means say you're guilty. Because if now video of people where spray money, even people where relate to the president, they still spray money. Even people where relate to who never spray money, all of us, everybody does
No
spray
Nigerian
money.
never, no go fit talk say never spray money before.
Thank you. So
Would
at
they
the
spray
end of
money
the
steady? Everybody they spray money.
thank you. So at the end of the day, they need to establish a fact according to law, not just spraying the money. It's called abuse. So you need to explain how he abused the money. So yes, even though say they see and they thief, but they want the court to now judge how it a thief, and those things will take forever. And you trust Nigeria. Now when the thing as they hot, now they sweet. Those Nigerians know they like
Now they go engage. After that, they don't forget. They don't
we
forget.
Nigerians, we know they eat food where they don't cook. She understand, Auntie B. So
Our attention span is 0.0.0.
as they
They
hot.
don't
You
forget.
never hear whether they write Auntie B. As they hot. So the truth of the matter is say anything Nigeria, they always they put as they hot. So as the matter they hot, this show what they do now. If you go do one next month, people no go come. They no go enjoy the show. As the matter they hot now, now we go discuss on. So Nigeria politics,
Absolutely.
as they hot, you understand? So Cubana chief priest, he don't put cold water for a case. So at the end of the day, EFCC go just do one kind, it won't matter.
Now so they take go put mommy on the Lagos for man prison. Ha, go down. You know good though.
See, Auntie B,
Thank you, Auntie B. Let me go. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you,
I'll be
Brabio.
watching
Nice to
from
see
behind.
you. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thanks. Braben, what do you see for this matter? Now so I take put mommy of Lagos for prison.
see,
Go
Auntie
down.
B, Bobrisky
Mommy of
matter.
Lagos where they post money.
Bobrisky matter. Now, the best description is when they say school na scam. Don't say for Nigeria. Any school na scam. That's just what happened to Bobrisky. When you say school na scam, by the time where school supposed rescue you, the knowledge no go there. You know? And I think
you go for your hand.
Yes, I think Brabio did a perfect analysis of both cases of Yahaya, Bello, and Bobrisky. The Bobrisky own, the part we don't talk about is what Brabio has already mentioned. When Bobrisky was nabbed, he was nabbed on the allegation of abuse of naira as well as money laundering, and then they have to die down the money laundering aspect of it, and it just makes sense that okay, if you plead guilty to abuse of naira, we can push your money laundering case away. And I see that money laundering case as what EFCC is supposed to pursue in the first place, because to be honest, all these guys with all the money where they blow for Nigeria, no be so social media take they pay them. The people who can spend lavishly like that are the people who are in the entertainment industry, especially music. We know that if you are a superstar in music, your music is being streamed every day. You are making that money at that huge level. But Bobrisky, you they sell cream. How many cream? How many people they buy cream? You know?
Somebody say, Adorable say, the irony of it is that Bobrisky is always threatening to lock people up. Now they can't just lock out. You see, we know they talk about Bobrisky. Now politician we can't talk about. We don't already talk about Bobrisky. But me no say FCC if he move quick like this. Oh, they don't arrest Bobrisky. They go court before how many days? 24 hours. I be how much? They don't. So Nigeria they fit judge case quick like this. I've never seen it happen.
It's the case of people versus the state too, when it comes to situation like that. And and to
Nari
give
people versus the state.
yes, so and to give EFCC credit at B, EFCC actually have the manpower, all the resources to investigate any case. Those guys are brilliant. They have professional investigators in almost all their offices. Now, these same politicians, now then they grab the FCC hand. Say, you don't go after this one, leave that one. Because anytime they want to prosecute anybody, the way EFCC they turn out files, evidence, man, it's impressive. I remember when the Ribadu
in
was
Nigeria, all you need to
yes,
do in
ma'am.
Nigeria to do anything to walk away, just have a very powerful person protecting you. That's all. You can almost do anything and get away with
Exactly,
anything. Anything.
exactly.
Mm.
EFCC is doing
They
a
get
good job.
political godfather and godmothers.
Ooh,
Truth matter,
EFCC,
welcome.
they dig anything.
Thank you very much for being patient.
Auntie B, happy weekend.
Hey,
How are you?
happy Saturday.
I
I'm
wish
good,
you the
thank
same.
you.
Yeah, you know what happened in Nigeria? I write in the chat like mindset. You say the problem of Nigeria is not the politician, it's individually. Individualism is what is killing Nigeria. When you look at it, even a
Right.
poor man in Nigeria, their mentality is like everybody want to be rich. So they don't see goodness in that country. They just say like, you know what, this is a cash cow. So let's mess it up. I do business in Nigeria all the time. I ship containers. And I lost almost 700,000 US. Nigerian custom will be stealing something in your own container like this when they're doing inspection. But nobody hold them account. There's no accountability. So it's not Tinibu or Buhari. Charity begins at home. Everybody has to admit that everybody in Nigeria, they are the demise of that country. But people don't want to, but because when you look at it, who are the politicians? It's ordinary people like me and you. We go into politics. So it's whatever we bring from home. That's where we take into the society, we take into the government parastatus. But everybody don't want to admit. Even when you look at how corruption is a disease, I took my son when he was 13 years old in 2019 to Nigeria. But the boy noticed, he never been in Nigeria before, but he noticed that everybody pee on the road, beside the road. When we're going from Lagos to Ibadan.
I think
He
you
saw
mentioned
custom.
this. Yeah, you
Yes.
mentioned this to us before. Yeah.
But the boy saw everybody pee on the road. After 1 week, he started doing the same thing. This boy was born in Canada. So when I ask you why you doing it, I say everybody do it. So that's why you guys see Nigerian problem. Yeah. Nigerian problem is mindset. When everybody can see, like, you know what, we have nowhere to go. This is our country. This is what we can do. You have to be patriot to this country, but not in Nigeria. When you go to custom, when you go to immigration office, how many immigration? I live in Canada 26 years. Even sometimes the passport or Canada is different from immigration. But in Nigeria, you go to immigration office. Immigration is like 10 million there. Everybody's a businessman. So how do you want Nigeria to be a better country? Everybody's a businessman. This one will tell you like, oh, the controller will say, oh, because the immigration didn't pay me, I'm not going to sign the file to get your passport. So if we go back as a Nigerian, everybody start thinking like, you know what, this country, because when I see people, they say, oh, Nigeria is a zoo. You can't call Nigeria as a zoo. Your family live there. Because you live in Western world, you call
That's what I
Nigeria
always say. I don't know why people say that. I don't succumb to that. I don't think we should be calling Nigeria all these names. It started a while ago on social media, and people started saying things like that. I don't support it because animals live in zoo. If your parents or family members are in Nigeria, you call Nigeria a zoo, it means that they are animals.
But we don't understand.
I don't think it's right.
What it
no
takes.
matter how frustrated you are, Gent Stone, Gentwood, no matter how frustrated you are, let us be the change that we want to see. Stop calling Nigeria a zoo. I don't think it's right.
They're frustrated, but when they come to Western world, what happened? Come and see in Canada, every one of them, japa. They all sleep in mosque and church. They have no choice. They don't bring no houses from Nigeria. For you to rent a room here is starting from $1,200. Just one room in 3-bedroom that somebody want to just lend it out to you. So most of them, they face the reality when they come here because it's not rosy like that. But when in Nigeria, you can build your own house, you can do a lot of things, but people don't see goodness in that country. They just feel like
You know what? Why am I going to do good thing? But when they tell them to line up here, everybody line up. But in Nigeria, we don't want to
Yeah.
obey everything. Everybody's like corrupt.
Yeah.
But even though when you want to
Mm-hmm.
buy tomato, they will tell you dollar lo one. Say dollar lo finta tomato ni. Just ordinary pepper, local
I
pepper.
remember. Uh-huh.
They will
Mm-hmm.
tell you, oh, dollar lo
Mm-hmm.
ti one. Say dollar, is it dollar that they used to, what they grow in Nigeria? But we have to talk about the truth.
Yeah.
Charity begins at home. It's individual people like us that they become a politician. So it's the mentality from home.
Yeah.
Everybody take that. So Nigeria is not going to change. We have billions of Yahaya
People,
Bello.
the people in it needs to change. Yeah.
It needs to change. It's a mindset. When you go to the Anthem B, when you go
Yeah.
to Nigeria, you go to the airport. Everybody asks for money. Give me this, give me this. When you go to other African country airport everywhere, you won't see even nobody in at the airport. Look at Nigeria airport. In Lagos, it's like you are in Yaba or Oshodi at the airport. Everybody just want to hustle you. But it's a mindset.
Yeah.
But when we don't change the mindset, when I told one of my cousins in Nigeria, he's complaining. I said, but look at what you're doing too. He told me to go back to Canada. They like it like that. But I said, but you are the part of people complain, the government. But you are the part of the problem. When you look at it, I live in Ibadan.
Yeah.
The governor of Ibadan, they make a provisions for people to buy, what do they call it? To buy where they're going to be putting their garbage. But you will believe like the tenants will buy they buy the drum. The landlord will not buy the drum, but they will call their house girl to be going and be throwing the refuse on the highway overnight. So when the morning comes, there is a lot of garbage on the road. And the governor, how can they will steal? So the money they're supposed to use for another amenities, they will tell you that because you throw all this garbage on the road, so we use that money to clear the garbage. So we are the problem. We are the one that are giving them avenue to steal our money. Because we don't change our mindset. We will just cry, like, oh, along with this. We need to go and find a social searching because Nigerians were not doing it.
Yeah.
And we think like, oh, well, it's going to be like this for the next 100 years if we don't change our mentality, our mindset. Because we will have all these politicians, Yahaya Bello, Yahaya this, Yahaya this. In Oyo State, what did they do? In Ogun State, what did they do? It's the same project. One governor will come, he will do a street light, another one. Even in Oyo State now, the governor of Oyo State, they only saw the street light, the whole street light, remove it, put a new one, his own. Now they're using Meccano to power the street light. And they call the governor engineer. What kind of engineer is that? Can you imagine? You can even modify the old one and turn it to a solar. So, but it's still the same project, the same road they do all the time. But people, we just cry because we are the one that come from wherever we practice in our own house. That's where, when you look at the Nigerian government worker, they will not come to office. In 1 month, they will come twice and they want salary. Can you imagine it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we need to change.
There's no sense of responsibility. Yeah.
It's not.
No sense of responsibility at all.
Yeah, when we shout all these people, but you
starting
have to
from
look
the
at
politician to the people. Yeah.
You have to look at the root.
It's not just the politician. Civil servants, they are the ones that steal and slay. Everybody tries to play a fast one over the next person. That's the thing. Everybody tries to play a fast one.
Custom officer. This guy went to North. I will tell you the same. I have a container at the port. And this guy is the only one that can sign to bring that container out. And Ilaya is coming. This guy told me, he said, oh, I'm coming. I want to go and pray. This guy left, went to North for 2 months. Do you know, Auntie, I'm paying $4,000, 4,000 naira demurrage for 2 months every day, which is not my own fault. Nigerian
4,000 naira.
4,000 naira. I'm paying, and you know how they cut demurrage in port. Anything, today is Saturday. So if 12 afternoon on Saturday, they already start Sunday. Can you imagine it? But where is all the money? Even sometimes your container, you already pay the money. That's why I don't do all the business in Nigeria anymore. It doesn't worth it. And when you
people have mind to do business in Nigeria, I've done and my hand has been burnt. I won't try it again. I'm running.
So when you look at it, people will buy cars from you. Buy
why are you running? I am running. I don't know. You guys have mind to do business. I can't.
And to me, we need to change. You see all these guys, they're stealing the money. Because when they stole all this money, because we allow them a lot of stuff to do. Because all these people, like all the people that talked before said, we will still come and vote them. Because
that's one of the most corrupt sector as well. Immigration, customs, those ones. Hey, police. Which sector is not corrupt? Where is not corrupt in Nigeria?
And everything is not moving. And that's why even when you see all the foreigners, do you see one Lebanese guy they're looking for in Nigeria now? almost $280 billion. The guy, money laundering, they transfer. The guy, they own what do they call it? Stock, what do they call it? All those foreign exchange stuff. The guy just manipulating the money.
Yes, the
The
finance
guy
one.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, the guy is in Kenya now that they want to repatriate him back to Nigeria. Can you imagine it? So how can you, because what do they call it? Even you see Chinese, a lot of Chinese in Nigeria doing illegal, they're borrowing people money. They will borrow you 30% money. And the Nigerian government, nobody go after them. No, everybody knows this because those who everybody eat from
What you cannot
corruption.
try in their own country.
In their own
What
country.
you cannot try in their own country. Yeah.
And that's my own contribution.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Have a blessed weekend.
Thank you, Truth Matter. You too,
Welcome.
bro. Take
Thanks,
care.
bro.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Okay,
bro.
Natu, you say you quickly want to jump in and say something. Yeah, go ahead, my love. How are you? You are from Kaduna State. I'm sure you want to talk about El-Rufai.
Yes.
You people are very
Auntie B, you
unhappy
know
with
it.
El-Rufai. Kaduna was
That
one of
man
my
ruined that.
favorite states
That man
in
ruined
Nigeria
that
when I
state
was
for
growing up.
us.
I love Kaduna. I love Kaduna so much.
And you know, Brother Bio was right on his analysis, right? After Yahaya Bello, he's
Yeah,
going
of
to be
course.
verified. Why didn't they give? And you know, everybody is very intelligent, but why didn't they give him appointment? Because Bat knows that that man is eyeing something. Do you understand? So he
Yeah.
can't bring enemy into his camp. Forget that he was busy campaigning for him while he was in Kaduna. He was doing it because he was APC member. Even those pine people that they're doing in Kaduna, those were the people that they got when Buhari did his last election with Jonathan. And those people were brought from Nigeria and other countries just in case Jonathan wins. They will use those people to cause havoc.
Yes.
And when Jonathan now handed over to them, because El-Rufai is like his father Buhari, he belongs to everybody, belongs to nobody. He now ignored the people that he brought, that they don't need them anymore. The people now said, no, it doesn't work like that. Like, we have to go on with the agreement. So because he ignored them, that was why they made Kaduna unbearable for him. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is where all the wala from Kaduna came from. What did that man do in Kaduna? Loriro. He fixed some part of northern state of Kaduna, southern areas of Kaduna. They will start contract and leave it. They will mess up the road. If you go during rainy season, you just hate yourself.
You know one thing I don't like about El-Rufai? El-Rufai is a religious bigot. He has no tolerance for religious.
He does not even have religion. That man don't have religion. And TB doesn't have religion. That man is a gangster.
He claims to. He's very unlike Buhari. He's very. I don't know. He's very fanatical.
Because he's a Fulani man. Because he's a Fulani man. Do you know how stubborn Fulani people are? Do you know? Fulani person will even tell you that if you ask him what's his religion, instead of Fulani man to tell you he's a Muslim, he tell you that he's Fulani. That's how bad they are. So you are better off with the Hausa person than Fulani person.
Even the Hausa people sometimes they fear Fulani because you see what Fulani did during Jonathan and during Buhari's regime. You see what they did to Nigeria.
Yes, now. Even now, you know why he gave Ubasani governor of Kaduna State? Because he asked them when people wanted to campaign for the governorship, he said, who has 20 billion naira? The person that has 20 billion is the next governor. Ubasani said yes. He said, you are the governor. That was how it happened. That was how it happened. So that's why, yes.
The governor. He saw the state.
Yes. When did that one start? They're already fighting. That's one is airing out his dirty linen outside anyhow. They're already fighting. And then his son, that small rat, that menu that they have in the House of Reps, is now insulting. Yes, is now insulting Ubasani. Yeah. Insulting Ubasani that Ubasani is setting up committee against his father.
Once they are governor, they start grooming their children to become House of Reps. From there to Senate.
That boy, I'm looking for the best way. Even Prodigal Son said it gets more sense past that one. Because Prodigal Son come back. That one was past Prodigal Son.
Somebody said that it's not Fulani. Lightu said that El-Rufai is not Fulani.
See, Auntie, there's a lot of theories about him. Some people say that he's from Edo. Some people say that he's from where? Because there are a lot of them. Yes.
I bet we deny.
No, I'm not joking. There's a lot of theories.
We reject El-Rufai in Jesus' name. We reject him. Come to you people in Kaduna.
Auntie
So,
B,
oh, we have
even
Oshomola
Namadi
already.
Sambo,
Oshomola is enough for us.
ah,
Please don't dash us
even
fire
Namadi,
on top of
even
Oshomola.
Namadi, they are
It's too
claiming
much.
now he's not a real outside guy. Leave these people. They are story.
Uh,
You know why I will agree to some point? I have one of my friends that her dad is Igbo. He lived in Zaria and became a Muslim. If that my friend didn't tell you that she's from Igbo, you will never believe it. I'm not joking.
mhm.
You will never. Until one day I heard her sister calling her Adana. I'm like, how did we move from your name to Adana? She's like, they're Igbo. I'm like, huh? Yeah. If you go to Kano, you will see Yoruba people that have moved to Kano and are doing business. They speak Hausa. You will not even believe they are Yoruba people. Until you say something to them in Yoruba, then they will switch.
It's called Miss Blood. Miss
Mhm.
Blood.
Ah,
All
but,
right.
Brabio, nobody, even if they don't meet those, if they just stay that place, one of our friends, Nura is a full blown Yoruba man, front, back, and center. You know,
Uh,
speak Hausa, you will not know. Until somebody insulted in Yoruba that they started insulting the man. I was like, somebody that I know almost 10
So
years.
you can
I'm just knowing
live
that
in
you're
a
Yoruba.
place. You can live in a place.
Yes,
You live in a place so long that you take on the culture, you take on the way of life, and you are immersed in that place. Yeah, it
yes.
happens. It
So
absolutely.
happens.
but
But Erufai,
Bat will come for everybody. That man collected different kind of loans. That man, oh my goodness, Auntie B. When I say that man ruined Kaduna, he ruined Kaduna financially, mentally, emotionally. He ruined them everything. He just done everything and just ruined them.
hmm,
He
Right.
messed it. Oh my, no, it's crazy.
All right.
Sister,
The
Auntie
Erufai.
B.
hospitals are not fixed. The schools are not fixed. The former primary school that I went to, that they said that he was going to fix, that he put almost 100 billion. That school don't have up to 50 students now. So you put 100 billion for
Back in
who?
the
Where
90s,
did the 100 billion
oh,
go?
Kaduna was the best place. I was
Where
in
did the 100
Kaduna in the
billion go?
90s. It was a beautiful place. Oh my God, Banawa, Kawo, all those areas.
Yes, yes,
Beautiful, beautiful,
yes.
beautiful.
Yeah, if you go there now, you want to
Mm.
cry. You want to cry.
Tunu
This man can
Wada.
just go and sell one place, and you are
Hmm.
sleeping. They just come and demolish the whole place. If he has any
Hmm.
beef with you, he will mark your house for demolition. He says under government property. I'm not joking. They just go and hey
All those
Jesus.
small, small
So
people, they're always very power drunk. You know, Arifai is
power,
very
power
Ah,
smallish.
corrupts absolute mind.
ah,
So that's it.
no, no, no.
Actually, Auntie B, thank you very much for the opportunity to just quickly make one or two statements here. As you know, as usual, I'm very passionate about public opinion on issues, not because I know it or nobody knows it all, but just to make sure that we are guided. I want to agree absolutely with your statement and that of the man through something that came in. Nobody should
Yes.
wish Nigeria bad, please. Now, our
Hmm.
statements about our home country should always be positive. Okay.
Positive.
I'm
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
fan of that. I know that sometimes the country might frustrate you to an extent, that you might say something bad. Okay. So sometimes
Yeah.
I tend to
Yeah.
understand, but please, as much as we can, regardless of who is the president today or whoever is ruling us or overseeing the affair of our country, we should always be patriotic, try to be positive. But with that being said, I
Yeah.
want to say something.
Hmm.
Now,
Hmm.
there's one thing I don't like. I'm not a fan and I don't like it when people in politics or even we ordinary people, maybe because we are supporting a particular government or something, we would want to shift politician blame on the common man. I hate that thing with passion. Here's the reason why.
Hmm.
Yes,
Hmm.
every country and citizens have good and bad people living in them. Okay? The
Hmm.
the example that man gave is a very good example. I want to stick to
Hmm.
his example. For instance,
Hmm.
he said, if I heard him clearly, his son also saw people peeing
Yes.
outside. Therefore, the son
Yes.
came out to pee. But that same
Yes.
son could not do that in Canada. Okay? Now,
Yes.
what does that tell you? That tells you that it is based on the process that the son is seeing already. With that being said,
Hmm.
there are people in Nigeria, for instance, that every governor parastatals are being controlled by government. If you understand the power of government, you will never blame the people. I tell people the people in America that are obeying the law, they are more stubborn than the people in Nigeria. Their evil mind is even more than the average Nigerian. I'm telling you the truth. But the laws in place do not allow you to exhibit that your evil mind, if that makes sense. Because you already know. See, Auntie B, if there are no laws in America today, tomorrow morning, you cannot wake up on your ass when you see one shoe where you live under your bed. It is the truth. So, what am I trying to say? Who regulates that law is the government. It is not the ordinary man. So, the fact that in America, let's say, God forbid, a man, the same man in America, if he in Nigeria, for instance, can carry his hand and let me use our language because of policy here and give a woman posa for Nigeria, right? That same man, if you put her inside America here, he will raise his hand. If you won't give your wife, you go remember J.
Yes.
Do you understand me? So it is not that that man has changed. It is the environment that is making that man realize his senses that if you try this thing here, no be Nigeria you did. Now, what am I trying to say? Let's stick to the same custom he said. I mean, this is a public forum, but I've said it before. I'm not trying to make it personal. I told you, if you've listened to my part, my dad served as a custom officer. Example, I'm not saying he's a decent man, he's the best man on earth. Nobody will say your papa bad. But one thing I will tell you is that that man have never for once said, this was years back, who may not say it has nothing to do with this government, so it's not like you are targeting this particular government. My dad has always said that politicians will always put their people on top of people on merit. Do you understand me? So, therefore, you cannot blame the ordinary man, okay? Because now politicians still get that power to control that custom, if that makes sense. So, now, let's say my dad is deputy controller, right? And one guy that was a corrupt guy, now, because he's a relation or tribal man with that politician, they can't make that guy controller over my dad, right? Now, are you going to say the people are bad? Because I'm just assuming now that my dad is good. I'm not saying he is. Now, even if my dad is good, he got where they on top. He they loyal to the politician. So now anything where talk won't happen there. I don't know if you understand me.
So Rabio, I understand what you're saying, but the question I often ask when we talk about this, the debate about politicians versus Nigerian people. Who are Nigerian politicians? Where do they come from? Now Cameroon they come from.
No, that is not the question. The question is, oh, excuse me, Auntie B. That's why we started by saying every country has it.
What I'm trying to say.
Yes.
What I'm trying to say, I hear you, but what I'm trying to say is that the politicians are from the people. Like you gave us a very sweet analysis of how Yahaya got into power. So it was just like an average Nigerian before, but he already had it in him.
That's what I'm saying.
He had these tendencies.
Your statement is correct because even that single civil service where they choose for the people, they choose the bad egg. That's my point. Do you understand? If they choose the good egg from that civil service, you can, for instance, if you are saying a civil service commission, now corruption for the example, right? Is because more than likely they are meriting the evil people. They are not working this based on merit, if that makes sense. So, if, for instance, you choose from the people, you choose from the good head, of course, you will receive good thing. That is what my point here. So, I agree with you that they are choosing from the people. But if you cannot say if you have 7 good eggs, 20 bad eggs, and you have to choose one to lead the people, you now want to take from the bad egg and I say all these people now fault. So what I'm trying to say in essence is inside that same custom or civil service where they see so some officers sit down there. They have good mind.
But they're not go choose them. Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if you not go there and say all these police, they are all bad, for instance, and you are choosing the bad police, right? You are not doing it based on merit. Then you are using the bad people's sin to punish the good people who don't have voice. So my point now is that who has the power to choose those people? Is it not the same politician? It is the same politician.
Mhm.
So therefore,
Yeah.
whether we like it or not, the power, anti-B, if they want to stop corruption in that airport today,
Mhm.
in less than 2 hours, it go
Mhm.
stop. You know, I go to stop. I put it on my comment
Mhm.
section just now. The Prince of Dubai, there's a video of him. He walked into the
Mhm.
airport unannounced. No security details. They were afar. He was walking past each counter, watching what they were doing. Example like that. How many times you will see in Nigeria, for instance, the president will just, I'm not talking of this government to please, you still have time to work. So I don't want everyone to take two personal. How many times have you seen a Nigerian politician or minister could just surprise people? If the people on that counter even know, say, this man can come here anytime and say this rubbish,
Yeah.
I will lose my
Do
job. They
do
won't do
spot
it.
check. Yes. Yeah.
At
Mhm.
least if seven
Yeah. I see your
ministers have
point.
lost their job because they could not make changes
Mhm.
in the next 6 months, the way Nigeria
Mhm.
have been now, because of the bad eggs we get for Nigeria, they're supposed to dey change people every 30 days at TB. No be joke. For instance, if
Mhm.
I'm a president, I put you in charge of police. I give you 60 days. The day when I hear one bad thing from that police, I change you. By the time I put another person, that one will say, this man serious. So I change you the next 30 days. Nigeria not be where you go
Mhm.
put somebody, you go rule for 4 years, because most of the heads, they are just on reward mission and they've invested in that
So
government.
So what you are saying is that even though they are good people, of course they are good people in Nigeria, they know they
Yes,
choose those ones. It's always the
thank
bad
you. That
heads
is
that they
my
keep
point.
choosing.
So
And
everything
so
he
they
said
need
is
to do
correct.
appraisers. They need to be appraising them quickly, do spot checks, and remove them quickly if they are
Quickly.
underperforming or there's any. Yeah, they should be changing them. Like if they don't do the job that they are put there for, remove them. Put another
Yes,
person if you not perform.
yes.
So if they continue to do that, maybe perhaps everybody will sit up.
Thank you. So I just want
Thank
to
you.
avoid the generalized blame. Do you understand me, Auntie B? Because just the same way
Yeah.
you said, if he said Nigeria, I'm not call Nigeria, so you have your family there. It's true. The same way you cannot call the whole Nigerian people or persons that now their character be their problem, because they still have some Nigerians with good character. Definitely. But they are
Yeah.
not being selected.
Mhm.
So therefore, it is
Yeah.
the person who make God after God na government to anti be. Government has power to
Now
do
so
anything. And the people will
yes.
always read the body language of the government of the day. Anti B, now you get this
Mhm.
channel. As you sit down there, so if you say this brother Bill, they talk any nah, you will just disconnect me from this place. True, of course.
Mhm.
The point
Not
is not there
true.
your hand. As you did there right now, say you know don't want me to make
You
pin.
did.
You go
Yeah.
remove me.
Mhm.
It means no. You don't need a consultation. So me know now say after they talk, I need to be guided because you get where I go talk.
Mhm.
And if he go, let's push
Mhm.
out to the wall, go say no, I can't take this. I like this, but I been, but no, he
Oh my
gotta go.
God. Now so oh my God, bro Ben, I beg, I don't feel laugh. We don't do the things like that. When they talk when they want to turn our head upside down. Especially when they talk marriage and relationship matter, when they want to turn our heads upside down. Or else say, please, I beg, uncle. Auntie, what will you talk? Don't do. Okay, you can step aside
Yes,
now. Step aside. Who
yes.
talk say they step aside that time? Which president say they step aside? When say no, they come out. Not be IBB. Not be
Uh,
IBB saying they step aside that time.
yes, now.
People remember. Not be today,
Yes.
oh. IBB say
No,
was stepping aside.
no be today.
Oh, this one.
No be today, Yash day
Not be
back.
today, oh. Not be today. Not be today. Ojú ti
Anyway, so
rí
I just
gan.
wanted to add that nothing different, but I just want us to also give the people some breathing space. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
us hold
Mm.
our government accountable because now they get power, now they get
After
everything. The
God.
day you vote, now government. The day you vote your
Portable
government,
talk am. He say after God. Now government,
it
yeah.
don't say we know
Portable
that one.
say Joe.
Yes, now
When I don't let
Portable
me when I don't
recited
let
it.
them catch me, oh. Portable say after God in a government. When they don't
Yes,
catch am. He say anyone they catch everybody wey spray money. He begin they
thank
admit to
you.
it. Portable, I never see where reach possible before.
Now
If you
so
say abeg bro, yes, it's a Joe. After God na government yo, Emma Mumio. Oh my God, I got
uh,
you, brother. Thank you so much. You
yes,
do
please.
well.
One love to
Ah,
everybody, one love to Nigerians. We are all
thank you,
doing well. We'll
Amio.
get there. The government
All
is
your
the
fans, they
government of the
miss
day
you
is
well, well,
working.
no. I say they know they see you.
Mhm.
Mhm. We hope for the better. We hope for the better. I don't know. I can't lose my optimism. Even if that 1% of hope, I am going to keep that candle. I'm going to keep that light burning in my heart for Nigeria because I don't get any other country. Like I always say, Britico, they give me passport. They feel collect their passport one day. So I don't get any other country. I don't know about you guys, but now only Nigeria be my country. So that's it. Thank you so much, Brabio. Yeah, Winter Georgia, welcome, welcome. We're rounding up now. Like joke, we don't do 2 hours. Meanwhile, people are not liking. We had an average
Er,
of 380, 400 people, but no likes. Guys, please take a minute to like. I beg of you. It's the likes that help our channel to grow.
er,
Just take a minute to give us a thumbs up, please. With the more likes, the more we will have engagement. Thank you very much. All right, welcome, Winter Georgia. I
yeah, yeah.
appreciate you.
You hearing me?
Yes, I
Are you
am.
here? Oh, okay. All right. Maybe people are not interested in politics. Maybe that's. But
No,
sometimes
it's
you need
because
to
of the
do.
time.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's the time.
Oh, the time difference.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's not the usual time that we do the show. You know, we'll usually do it
Sure.
in the
Oh,
evening.
okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
what me I want to say is, you see this EFCC matter with Yahaya Bello. No be today.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Everybody see Uzokalu now.
Uh-huh.
Uzokalu was in the same thing now, and somehow
Mm-hmm.
they wuru the case, and I think
Mm-hmm.
they made him stay small, and they let him out. So it's the same thing that will happen with Yahaya Bello. You know, he
Mm-hmm.
could have just gone to all that tó ń bá wọn tọ́sù pẹ̀lú agbára, àwọn tó ń bá fà ó hàn jù lọ.
Mm-hmm.
Because he could
Mm-hmm.
have just gone to EFCC. Padawata, they will set bail. Padawata, if they put him there. And in Nigeria, if you are VIP and you are under DSS and you are under correctional facility, just like how
Mm-hmm.
Emefiele is there, they give you special. They won't put you with
Mm-hmm.
other people now. So now you just stay
Eh, did they
there.
put you mean they put Bobrisky in special? They're giving Bobrisky, mommy of Lagos, special treatment, or is
They fit dey give
his
am o.
VIP is not up to?
Yes, they fit dey
Eh,
give am.
or the
But
level
ipe
of his
owó ni.
VIP no reach this.
Ah,
His class never reach first class. But yeah, only
o
one premium
o
economy. So.
a lè sọ ẹ rántí ìgbà tí Emefiele yẹn tí DSS àti Nigerian custom ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń jà. Owó ni. Èèyàn tó bá bí
Hmm.
Nnamdi Kanu tó ṣe wà ní ibi tó wà yẹn, ẹ mọ owó tó máa gbé fún àwọn èèyàn tó ń gáàdì. Owó ni. Ìjẹni, the whole country is corrupt. So gbogbo ìjà tó ń jà àwo
Hmm.
ni gbogbo wọn. Agbára kọ̀ ju
Hmm.
agbára lọ ni. That's all. So
Hmm. Hmm.
that's politics. If then shake. After a while, it go come out. It go be business as usual. Kebi
Now so.
Ibori still they do in home. If not be sent for UK government that put him down for 5 years. Ibori fought Nigeria security force, and they say
Yeah.
they don't know. So Yahaya Bello is a wanted person, and they don't know where he is. That's not true. If they can bring
Hmm.
Nnamdi back to Nigeria to come and face all the charges, they know where he is. I want gbogbo wọn. They just they use us, they play.
Hmm.
The only I was in Kogi State, I think like 2 years ago. Could see development in Kokoni State, I'll be 3
It's
years
very
ago.
impoverished. It's very, very
Yeah,
impoverished. Ikogi State
there's
is
no.
it's so pathetic when you go to that state and see how
Yes,
the state
there's
is.
no.
The
Yes,
roads are very terrible. There is no job. People are hungry. Let me give you an example. Last time I went to Nigeria in November, I was going for my mother-in-law's funeral. I was traveling. I wanted to go to my hometown, and I have to go by road from
Mhm,
Abuja. It's not
mhm,
far. It's supposed to be about maybe 4 hours road journey. So we stopped by. They sell fish in Lokoja, and we
mhm.
saw this woman. It's me and my sister. We saw this woman. She's pregnant. She was sitting under that hot sun selling fish. The fish I didn't want to buy, I ended up buying so much fish that
Buying it.
day. I was buying fish that I didn't need. I said, "Ibo mo fẹ́ kó ẹja yìí lọ torí Ọlọ́run. Where am I taking fish to?" We ended up buying so much fish that we ran out of cash to pay her. We did transfer. When I saw that woman sitting under the
Yes.
sun, hot
On.
sun, my heart went out to her. I just had empathy. She said, I said, Mama, I said, why are you here? She said,
Yeah.
if you don't sell them, how your children go eat?
So
I said, how many you get? She was telling me, I said, and you are pregnant again? You know, but you know this kind of market women, how you want to explain to them, say, that they should stop having babies because they can't even take care of the ones they have. But you know, there's no, you can't even get through to them. She was just laughing and saying, I have to sell kiniko. Now we can't buy fish that we don't need. We ended up giving fish out. How many people can you help from your own personal pocket? How many? The deprivation in the land is part of the reason why I will struggle, going around Nigeria. The deprivation is so much.
Yes, I remember.
So I keep asking, are these politicians saying one carrying money? Is it that they don't see these people? Is it that they don't see the pain? They don't see the suffering? How people are suffering? They don't see them. They know they see them.
You see, I think the mentality of Nigerians, not only politicians, the people that have, they prefer that the person will no get make it they beg from them every morning. Come after that is the way
people
Nigeria.
Get mind though, and when you're liar, God has just hardened the hearts of these politicians like Pharaoh. Is the way God hardened the heart of Pharaoh that God has hardened all the hearts of these Nigerian politicians. Most of them, they don't do right by the people at all.
When we went there, we went to one town, Egbe, Unpaid, Kogi State, Osumo Kwara. Afẹ́tẹ̀ jẹun àtẹ̀lé rí tree gidi kan pé òkè kàtẹ̀ rí restaurant gidi gbogbo ìlú yẹn ó gbẹ ní ṣe understand kò sí.
Auntie speak English, oh.
There's no money there. There's
I don't even forget itself. Most people know they hear Yoruba, my dear.
I'm so sorry. There's no development. There's nothing. So what did you do for 8 years? You came there to chop your own mentality of the regular Nigerian.
80 billion. 80 billion naira, one person. He stole all that money without thinking about the future of the state. I mean, these people, do they even think about posterity? No. Do they remember that long after you are gone from this world, your name will be remembered for either good or bad as a politician? Till tomorrow, people are talking about Brosali. People are talking about, the form Awolowo, Bafemi Awolowo. Do they even, Nigerian politicians, do they think about posterity? Okay. That one day in the future, books will be written and their names will be mentioned, whether they contributed to the development of their state or they sapped the state dry.
Yeah. They are all in the same group, all of them. They will fight, after they fight themselves, they will use us to play ping pong after they will release themselves. It's them that will fight themselves. It's them that will release themselves. So when I saw the story, it's a wanted man. I said, how can he be a wanted man? You know where he is now. Is he not the governor that came to take him from his house? So what are we talking about? Just using Nigerians to play. His bad. Is he can't clean? If you know Tinibu politics from Lagos, you will know that Tinibu is a deadly guy. So they are all just using us to catch crews. I'm sorry, but that's how I.
Thank you, my dear. I appreciate you, Winty Jojo, Ushejare. Thank you very much for calling. Brother Ben, let's bring this to a close now. Alice, we can talk from now to tomorrow. Change anything. But just, Nigba, me, when the thing, when it affects you too much, you want to talk about it because it is the ordinary people of Nigeria that I feel sorry for. I have empathy for them. You see people, even middle class people, selling up everything they have to run abroad now. Like that our brother said, to go to Canada, go to place, they go and start all over. People in their midlife that should be getting ready for retirement and enjoying their twilight years, they will go and start all over again because Nigeria happened to them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like you say, Auntie B, if we have to talk about the decadence in Nigeria, we go here all day long. And I think the callers have already summarized the whole thing. Brabio have done a great job throwing light on everything from Yahaya Bello to Bobrisky. And that my brother that called, I think from Canada, the one that is doing importation,
Yes.
that brother also has valid point, and I think he actually captured what's going on in Nigeria perfectly well. Well, in rounding up, I would just say that we need monitoring and supervision. We have said that several times. We need monitoring and supervision in Nigeria. Many of us that live abroad, we saw how this work in Western world. In Western world, your boss is monitoring you. Somebody is supervising your boss. Even who they supervise your boss, another person, governor get people where they monitor them. I don't know. I don't know if we can ever get to that point in Nigeria, but we need supervision and monitoring. We need checks and balances in Nigeria. Those people at the top, especially. Look, all the nonsense that is going on in Nigeria is very easy to fix if we fix the top. Yes, it's the top. The politicians are the one that started everything. They are the one who destroyed the entire country. And if the politicians are not holding each other accountable, how do you want to hold the ordinary man or woman on the street accountable for their behaviors? That my brother that spoke about his son started copying what is going on in Nigeria. That is an excellent example of what is happening in Nigeria. If you start one bad venture in Nigeria now, so far you settle the police, you settle everybody, they look away, other people will join you. Before you know, that venture will start thriving. That is how we get into all this kidnapping and all those nonsensicals that is going on in Nigeria. Once somebody start it, nobody is going after them, and even if they catch them, they settle the law enforcement agencies. Other people will join in. The Bobrisky situation we are looking at now that we spoke about several times. In Nigeria now, you have several people, young boys who are claiming, I'm cross-dresser. Why? Because when it got started, nobody checks anything. Bobrisky got away from it. The other guy gets away from it. Now everybody is in that, maybe if myself, I tie rapper, I carry camera, they become myself, I go blow like them. And whereas there are other things they are doing underground that you people don't see, So the head is rotten at B. Let's just call it what it is. The head is rotten. The politicians, they are just a small cabal of people who hold the entire country hostage. They steal money. In fact, the way some of them still, they fear themselves like, are these people human? Okay, this guy that stole 80 billion naira now. 80 billion. How much do you need to be okay in life? If you
in a lifetime. Not to talk about the houses or the ones he bought for himself, his side chicks, his wives, the cars, and all the exotic things. This is just the one that Efcc is telling us. There's more.
You can imagine
Nigeria.
If you have 200 houses, once you die, you're gone. I saw a post recently about my own state governor, the late what's his name, the Ondo state governor that just passed. I don't even want to remember his name because I don't feel any impact of what he's doing. Now the man is gone. The wife has moved on. The wife I even heard from
the wife has married the brother.
Yeah, that's what I heard. News. His name is gone. All the money he stole, everything he did, is all gone. What is wrong with us? I don't get it. So if we don't fix the top, there is nothing we can do at the grassroots. All the Nigerian must go just they follow. Now to follow the leader, now we day. Hey, my leader, whatever the leader does, that is it. And as for the president himself, Tinibu is still remained one of the best godfather in Nigerian politics. He knows the game like back of his hand. That Baba already don't get planned for 2027 election as it is. So just like Brabio said, if Yahaya Bello go they play that stupid politics he played in Kogi State or wherever, and think he's gonna do that shit with Tinibu. Oh my Pele won't be your body. Let me just be honest with you. Tinibu not done when it comes to political games, but at the same time, I still don't see Tinibu himself as somebody who's gonna fix the country because I won't the cabal them plenty. You can't arrest all of them. They all have fights on each other. You arrest me, I bring your own fight. Come out. When I heard the El-Rufai's case, how much that dude, the amount of debt he left Kaduna State, I was shocked. Like, This man where they pray every day, where they claim same imam, if he still this guy huge money,
he calls himself Malam. That's his title, Malam Rufai. Rabio, thank you very much, my brother. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. MR. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you guys. Yeah. No, when they reach for them to thief, politicians forget that they use religion cover face. Forget
they just still loot everything and they throw it on our faces. They throw it on our face every day. Yeah. You can't do nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
The people are so docile. They are so poor that they don't even. The ones that have a little bit of money that can even have a voice, they're afraid. Because if you talk, they'll come after you.
As I did like this, even though they run blog, run everything, you get what they talk about Nigeria because Nami they abroad. Nami if it say, maybe I be America, then no your family where they Nigerian. If they grab your people there.
Exactly.
So sometimes even when you want to cut this stuff out, you think about your family background, you'll be like, you know what? Make I just leave them that they deal with it. And now Nigerians have accepted their fate, and that one I pay me pass. Nigerians, they have been so starved. They have weaponized poverty against Nigerians so much that everybody just they look like say they be mumu, anything. Just do whatever you want to do, no wahala. Ordinary local government chairman, we embezzle allocation, local government allocation, where they go chop them. Nobody go talk. The local government chairman that you know in Papa, you know in Mama also, nobody will say nothing. So I think Nigerians have been maltreated and they are just giving up. And for us, just like we were talking about people calling Nigerians or something, I just want to say something about that. For me, one of the things that I'm proud of is being a Nigerian. And that is why I said that no matter where I am always going to be proud of my country. My accent is one of the things that I love about me the most. Once I talk, you can tell, say, oh, it be like I said, one Nigerian village, this guy come out to, and they treat me for Bello because that's my identity. I live here in the United States now. I saw Indians, I see Chinese. They are proud of where they come from. Their country is not.
Yeah, that's one of the problems.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the problems. What that Brabio was talking about. No, not Brabio. Brabio mentioned it slightly, but it was Truth Matters. That's brother from Canada. Nigeria has no sense of identity. We don't have a sense of purpose as a nation. These ones are fighting. Your brothers in the Yoruba land are fighting for our nation. Our other brothers in the East are fighting for
Biafra.
What is it called? Biafra.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So where is the sense of unity? There's no unity. There's no sense of.
You have to be proud of where you come from. Pride. You have to be proud of
where you are now. You see how people are. I've never seen countries that are proud of their country like Americans. The way they are proud of their.
Hey, now here you go see American waiting for village. Here we call village countryside. American waiting village. Whenever even enter city, he go tell you America is the best country in the world. He never see anywhere. Now only in locality.
I say the Texas where I go that day, bro. If I enter Uber. Somebody can't carry me for Uber. It bring this, not saying that they get all these massive Tundras. Now this woman bring come this big Toyota truck. I say, hey, they take this one to Uber. Now I can't tell and say, I never knew that you use this kind of car for Uber. You know, the woman just smile. This woman no be Oyibo, now Asian she be. She just look me smile and say, this is Texas.
Yeah.
He just told me, say, this is Texas.
Yeah.
He said, welcome to Texas. And laugh. I say, even immigrants, they're proud of Texas. Where it be their state. They waka come.
They waka
follow come. They be.
I'm a Texan. I'm proud of my Texas. So one of the best states in America.
Another country where I see say, we say, okay. Make people talk, say America, okay, because of how great their country is, now make them they proud. You know people that say they're proud of their country? Jamaica. Make I use Jamaica as an example. Jamaica, not like our country for Africa. Now third world country too, if there's anything like that, it's a developing country. But have you ever seen any Jamaica that is not proud of their country? They go hang their flag. They're always like Jamaica. They are so proud of their heritage. I've never seen people that are so proud of their country like Jamaica. But Nigeria, the average person had to curse Nigeria, Nigeria, talk negatively. So if that sense of identity and purpose and unity is not there, he had. The things that divide us, they're too plenty.
Yeah, let's not do that at all. We need to be proud of our country, and we need to treat ourselves with respect. That nonsense we do in Nigeria, they carry them all over the world, and it's not good. Even right here in America at work,
it's online now.
If you happen to have a Nigerian as your boss here in America, you are in trouble. You are in big trouble. If a Nigerian happens to be your boss, you have to be praying to God, unless that Nigerian is the type that fears God. What some of them will do to you, you will be shocked. They will see other people in both African American, Chinese. We have a lot of Filipinos here too. They will see them. Those people can get away with anything. But you work in Nigeria, even when you are doing your job diligently, the way they will come
after Nigeria, I will go report you.
And to me, they won't come flex that stupid lawsuit. I'm in Nigeria, and then when you call their bluff and tell them to go kick themselves, they'll not Abori. After all, we come from the same place. So see how he's talking to me. We don't have to do that. Please, let's respect ourselves, respect our country. We have no other country except that's in Nigeria. And one thing is that the moment people see that you embrace Nigeria as your country, somehow they still respect you, because they instantly know that, forget them. It's like this person, they buy this my own country. It's still they're proud of your own country. And then whatever you put your hand, they will just let you be. Please.
They say now, Brabi said the only time they're proud of Nigeria now when they reach Afrobeat or jollof rice. Now only when they reach to compare Ghana jollof rice with Nigerian jollof rice, now only there would they say, Nigerian jollof rice. But later, oh God.
We're going to do okay. God will help us fix Nigeria.
Another thing, another thing that makes me so sad about Nigeria is that people do the wrong thing and they get celebrated. Even online, you go see them. Majority are rushing to support the wrong things. And anybody that speaks truth to power and you are saying the right thing, now you go get enemies. They will come after you. So it's like, okay, look at the case of this Mohbad now where they judge. I know it's not related. I really don't want to talk about the case anymore, but my spirit no agree for the matter. Everybody is shouting DNA, DNA, DNA. It started off as justice for Mohbad, right? Yes. Now, all you hear about, nobody they ask for justice again, no. They do autopsy, they never see autopsy, almost 1 year don't go, they don't see autopsy, Nigerians, DNA, now they drag the poor 24-year-old.
That one,
so
that
in my mind, wait, in my mind that they ask, say, okay, let's say the child, many people thought say the child not be Mohbad born. I'm not saying Mohbad is not the father, but how is that? Chebina justice now say they find initially. How does DNA? Is it DNA that will bring out the cause of waiting by Mohbad? I don't understand, because as what I know is that even if there is adultery, say let's say that girl stepped out on Mohbad, of which there's no indication. How that one relate to waiting by Mohbad? So the same people that are accused of being behind the bullying and the subsequent crime of this child, of this young person, they come they sing, do DNA. Who is the father of the child? The whole Nigeria, any blog that posts it now, that they drag Wumi for DNA instead of asking for autopsy. Nobody they ask for autopsy again. If person by Braben, you there for America, if they investigate a person by, not be the cause of the crime that they look for. Wait till the autopsy, not to find out
that's the main thing. That's the main thing.
But anybody they ask for autopsy, now DNA that they ask for.
You know what happened, Auntie B, with that DNA thing? I will just say it, and they shine away from it. But let me just say, now the same problem where we get for Nigeria. The reason they are asking for that DNA now because of Mohbad property. That's all. They don't even care about Mohbad. They didn't care about how that guy lost his life. Now the focus is, property. The son is the only thing he has left, and that son is the only thing that ties the wife and every other person to his property and his royalties and everything. So they're just shouting DNA to distract in order to make sure that woman, the wife, did not have access to his property. I think that's what the DNA stuff is all about. But talking about fixing Nigeria, please, we just need to hold our politicians accountable. they have to go to jail. And I will still say it again. Any president that will fix Nigeria, he must start by building correctional facilities first. That is how you start fixing that, because the country is rotten. If we are going to fix Nigeria, a lot of people will go to jail. And if I don't see politicians building correctional facilities, judges sentencing people to jail, just like you pointed out, Auntie B, you see, within 2 or 3 weeks, Bobrisky don't they jail. But you have all these people stealing billions. There are cases we run for years. There will never be an end to it. We can't move forward like that. We can't. And the people have to have the ball to speak out. Nothing do you if you tell your local man, for instance, when the election go reach now your grassroots people, those politicians where you get for grassroots, now then go from one papa, mama house, go the canvas. Nothing stop you from talking to those grassroots people that, don't come and talk to me about these people. Let me vote my conscience. But everybody go just lose. Say, okay, something, what do you bring the money? If you bring money, we vote for whoever come, and even if the vote look up. Do you know in the last election, they were actually collecting people PVC? There are in some states like Ogun State, you will bring your PVC, they will give you money, they will collect your PVC. I mean, not be PVC, they take go to vote.
When we say weaponizing poverty, that's what it means. Anybody will chop belly full. Can you try that in America? To collect somebody voter's card, say, okay, you bring it, and I'll give you.
Jesus,
I'll give you
the person won't rot for jail. The person go rot for jail.
That's what it means. When we say weaponizing poverty, that's what it means. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you, Auntie B, Gary. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me this afternoon, this morning on your side. Please give us a thumbs up. You know, that case, I really don't want to talk about it because I think it's been polarized. So many things are involved, and it just makes me sick. But when I saw the picture of that girl with me, I saw it the other day, my heart just broke. They don't drag this young girl so she's so thin now. It's easy. A whole country, people are dragging you, all the blogs every day. Poverty, poverty. Whatever you do in this life, fight poverty, poverty, not good. Poverty, not good. Poverty, now what's really by that boy be that na poverty. And you know, all this lack of parental if you ask me, what's really by Mohbad now, poverty and lack of parental supervision. See the papa they want camp. They campaign with your own bloggers where they give information to. Nobody they ask for autopsy. In mama they one side with Wumi and Bobat's son and the people that they are talking to. All because of what? If you go look this property where they drag, so when they know they ask, nobody's asking for autopsy, but they're asking for DNA. So I asked myself, I say, even if the DNA comes out and they say Mohbad is not the father of that boy, which I don't believe, is that what spurred him? Adultery is not a crime. Is buying somebody that is a crime. You are trying to find what by somebody. Why drag the widow? Knowing that in Nigeria, any man that buy potentially not the wife, whether there's evidence to support it or not, is always the woman, except you don't get wife. Have you forgotten all the barbaric things they did to our great grandmothers, all in the name of say their husband buy? But we're still doing it today in social media. So, Obodofam, please, if you're one of those people on social media that is supporting this, dragging this young girl because of DNA, please, I beg you in the name of Jesus Christ, because karma is real. They should leave this girl alone. Let her mourn her husband in peace. They should go after the Lagos State government to release the DNA, the autopsy and do proper investigation. DNA has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with somebody that buy. It's not DNA that will resolve that case. It's not DNA that will tell them who buy Mohbad. So why are you dragging this girl, for Christ's sake? Why? Facebook bloggers don't turn on to work every day. I hear some of them will do 5 hours. They will sit down every day, different show. Mohbad father is moving from one podcast to the other. When they never bury his son, they wear the son clothes. They chase cloth up and down. Na poverty. I say na poverty. If na person wey see soap take wash face normally, God forbid person you dey alive, your son by, you even be happy that he has a child to carry on the name. That is African tradition. But this one is like he and the child, they are in a battle. They are in a battle. You are dragging property with 1-year-old boy. Not be poverty, be that. Now poverty. Whoa, in whatever you do, reject poverty in your generation. No, no, poverty is a disease, big disease, and a disease where they wrap around people brain. It will make them not think logically. No, it will not go make them think well. They will come to behave like one ogbanje. Poverty, no, na poverty. There's nothing anybody wants to tell me. Na poverty, na poverty, na poverty, Jare. So yeah, it is well though. As for Nigeria, na God hand the day oh. Na God hand in day. May God help us. Let's just do the right thing. Be the change that you want to see as a Nigeria. Even as Nigerians in the diaspora. Make we dey represent well. If you see a fellow Nigeria, don't victimize them. Don't be envious of them or jealous of them. Let's learn to collaborate and work together. Just like Brother Ben said in the US, you work together with somebody and then as a Nigerian, they will be scared of you once you are their senior. Why? Once you are their manager. Why? Why? Some of us complain about Nigerian politicians, but what we do to our fellow Nigerian here is worse. Yeah. Yeah. They say na DNA that they find though. Do DNA, do DNA, do DNA on Dagbogbo Eru. It is well. My people, have a lovely, lovely, lovely afternoon. For Yahaya Bello, Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kó bá o, he will not get out of this one. Whatever it is that he's been accused of, he did it. I'm sure he did it. They all do it. Ó lè ní gbogbo wọn. I pray that they will make him a scapegoat. Yeah. Like Brother Bill said, they are all together. So even if the only one they catch, maybe Erufai will follow. Anytime they catch Nigerian politician will be clapping and celebrating EFCC for doing it. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o. For Mohbad's case, ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run, autopsy is the most important thing to determine the cause of why it's not DNA o, ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run. I'm not supporting the girl. I don't know her. But what they are doing to this 24-year-old girl is too bad. It's too bad. I saw her picture. My heart just broke. Kò dáa o, ẹ jẹ́ á bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run o. Let us fear God. Let us fear God. That girl is too young for this pressure. I'm sure she'll be regretting having a baby for Mohbad. If there was no baby, there would be no case now. She would have just gone off and then the family can take it and be fighting between themselves. Whatever it is, land in Ikorodu is what they are fighting for. If you look at the network of everything they are talking about now, you don't reach anything. Poverty now, your mates. Poverty. My people, have a nice weekend. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys very much. And I will see you tomorrow. I have a show tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll have a show tomorrow. And I will see you tomorrow. Make it a date with me. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening. God bless you. Bye.